Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while, but we're back. Sports Talk with hot sauce, man. I'm AGZ, and we got the cohort, the co-host of this episode. I am Legend.
Yo.
CC. What's up, man?
Man, everything's up.
Everything's up, man.
Everything's up.
You had a good weekend? I mean, it was a good weekend in NFL football. You have a good weekend?
Great weekend. Nothing really tops last night, though.
We gonna get into that. We gonna tease that one out, bro. We gonna tease that one out. But yeah, man, I had a good weekend, man. It was a great weekend for college. Notre Dame got in Syracuse ass, and all those people who thought Syracuse. It's amazing how a team that's like ranked number 18, people are like, oh, we get Notre Dame problems. Y'all do realize that Notre Dame is like number 3 in the nation.
Yeah.
And Syracuse is Syracuse, and it's Syracuse for a reason.
There's like 18 tiers of college football.
Right.
Number 1 with Alabama.
Right.
And then you have your next 3.
Yeah.
You got Zero State.
Yep.
Probably up there, but with Notre Dame, Michigan.
Well, this year I will say it's Alabama,
Yes.
and then drop down a tier, and then you will have Clemson, Notre Dame, Michigan. Then drop a tier, and then it's like everybody else to like number 8. Because then that's when you got your Oklahomas, your Texas, your Ohio States, your UC. Which UCF is getting no respect right now.
None.
I mean, don't Oklahoma got like 2 losses? Or 1 loss?
They got 1 or 2, yeah.
Yeah, and they number 6.
Yeah, and then UCF is
undefeated 2 years in a row.
They're 10-0 starting right now, right?
And everybody thought Cincinnati was going to be the game where they got in their ass,
No.
and UCF beat the brekes off of them.
UCF, they got a solid program.
Solid program, man.
No love.
No respect. You know what I mean? It reminds me of Boise State.
Exactly.
It reminds me of the Boise States. It reminds me of West Virginia. Remember West Virginia had Slate and the quarterback, and they could have won, and they lost on the last second play to Penn State, and they dropped from like number 2 all the way down to like 7. That was it for them.
Yeah. You can be really good for a long time and still get no love.
I mean, when you those programs, I mean, you have to, because it's where you start at.
Yep.
It's easy for Alabama to start. When they start at 1, that's one thing, but they can start from like number 15 and make it all the way to 1.
They will. Yep.
Just based on who they are. But UCF, you got to win like 5 years in a row to be like, okay, we're going to start you at 5. I mean, because this year they started at what, 12, a 10?
They were down there, yeah.
Yeah, so and they're only moving up like 1 or 2 spots.
Yeah, there's been a couple weeks where they win and they move back.
They move right, like how you win.
Like you go from 8th to 9th and you had a blowout win.
Yeah, the blowout win, and it's one of those situations where people say, well, they ain't playing nobody. Well, this schedule was put in place like 9 years ago, and a lot of the I know personally from coming from a small school. There's no benefit to a big school playing you, especially if you're good, because if they win, they get nothing from it, and if they lose, it hurts more to lose to you than
it kills them.
It kills them, because I remember we played against Youngstown State my junior year.
Shout out to the Penguins.
Shout out to the Penguins, and we straight beat the brakes off of them, the brakes off of them my junior year. Came my senior year, matter of fact, it was so bad that all the schools in our conference dropped down because we was NAI Division I. So all the schools that was in our conference for that year dropped down to Division II, so we had nobody in our conference. Wright State won players, UD won players, Youngstown State took us off the schedule. We couldn't get games. Obviously, we weren't playing like Ohio State, nobody like that, but like a lot of those mid-major schools wouldn't play us. So we had to like literally try to makeshift, like 8 or 10 games just so we can have a full out our schedule because nobody wanted to play. We was that good, and all the schools went from NAI Division I to 2 for that year just so they had to play Central State in their bracket, in their region. Yeah, we was unfair. So I know what it's like to be a UCF, and everybody say, well, play a big school. They don't want to play you.
No, they
not
don't.
when you good.
No.
So
Appalachian State couldn't get anybody to play them after they beat Michigan.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to touch them.
No, we don't. No, we're not inviting you to lose. No, we're not doing that.
We don't want to lose to you too.
To you too. No, you know what I mean. So it's like how hard. I mean, so you have no shot. You know, when Boise State beat Oklahoma, they were like, "Oh yeah, yeah, we're not doing that."
Like it goes back to David and Goliath, man.
David and Goliath.
Goliath had nothing to win.
Nothing.
Nothing. Even
Nothing
if he
at
wins,
all.
he loses.
You know what I'm saying?
Why are you fighting a kid anyways?
Right. So yeah, it was a great weekend for college football. Then Sunday came, and the games was pretty good on Sunday, man.
Yeah, some really good games.
Any standout games on Sunday for you?
Well, of course. I mean, hometown dude. The Colts impressed. Andrew Luck almost caught a touchdown. That was
right.
He
laid out for that thing too.
He wanted it. That's what I like about Luck. He doesn't give up on any play, even if his tight end's throwing him the ball and it's a terrible pass. He's still all out effort.
All out effort, man. So the Colts won 5 straight.
They're they 5 now or 4 straight?
4 straight. I'm sorry, 4 straight.
Yeah,
4 or 5. Who knows? You know, we're not professionals. Yeah, but 4 straight.
Yeah. Cowboys Falcons came down to it.
Yeah, I mean, how bad has kicking been this season?
It's been terrible. It's been terrible the last few years.
People forgot that number one, they made the polls closer. Mm-hmm. They did that 2 years ago or 3 years ago. I think they made them taller.
They made them
taller, and they brought them in. And by bringing them in, I mean,
well, the big thing they did was they moved the extra point, which I kind of liked.
I mean, it ain't a guaranteed play no more.
No. I mean, it's almost worth going for 2 at this point. I know
the Bears did it. The Bears did it a lot on Sunday night. They went for 2. You know,
they did it a few times. I know when they first moved it back I think 2 years ago they moved it back. Mike Tomlin with Pittsburgh, they went for 2 almost every time.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like one of those deals where the odds of you getting 2 yards is better than getting that 2 points. But kicking it, I mean, but the problem with that is when you got kickers missing extra points, then their confidence shake. So now when it goes kicking those 45 yarders and 50 yarders, they're not as money as they used to be.
No, they aren't. I mean, we see it happen to great kickers.
Great.
Adam Vinatieri.
Great kickers.
Mason Crosby had a terrible week. Justin Tucker had a terrible week.
I mean, come on, man. I mean, the Bears, Parkey here, he doinked 4 off the upright. There is no way in the world you can do that off the upright.
No, not like that.
Yeah, we got the great Seabiscuit. She just came and sat down. If y'all ever come to Sticks, man, holla. I mean, she'll be here.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't think she has an off day. Like, there has never been a time that I can remember where I was here and she wasn't here. It's almost like she got a bed upstairs.
We're upstairs.
I mean, it might be a bed in the attic somewhere. And that's where Seabiscuit roams and she roams around. But how many hours do you think you work here?
Probably between like 50 and 60.
A day?
A week. No, I work at least 10 hours every day, and then every other Friday is like 16 hours.
Damn.
Needless to say, that's why she makes the big bucks.
Sure.
I'm going to make the big bucks when y'all give me the big bucks.
Oh, shit. We do this show for free. Like, shit, all this shit is paid for, not by sponsors, but by AGZ's pockets. And Moose and, everybody else kind of chipped in with stuff, But they didn't want to do the show tonight. And I was like, nah, man, I bought some new equipment. I got to try this shit out.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we can take a break some other time. But I finally got my mic stand working right so I can, swivel the room.
Yeah.
What up?
Yeah, I can bring it back, no problem. I could do all the little fun, fancy studio stuff. Yeah, I got to look professional. Then we got,
mine's kind of trying to do it. I can't.
I mean, I got this. This pole. This is $99 on eBay.
There we go.
Do you have a radio name over there?
Oh, I do.
Oh yeah, I am. He's I Am Legend. There's a story. There's a story behind it.
I am
There's a story behind it.
legend.
Well, you want to hear for the story?
I don't think she was.
Nah, yeah, it
we
was.
we can't tell this one on air.
Well, we did before, didn't we?
The FCC will shut us
No,
down.
this is not regulated by the FCC. Just put it like this: it's a young man. It's a young lad living the dream.
That's right.
A young lad living the dream. And if you're a guy, you know what the dream is.
Yes. Yes.
Do you know what the dream is if you're a man? If you're a woman, it might be different for you. Like your dream might be like, I don't know, you have security, car. I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Shopping all day.
Yeah, I mean that's a dream. Yeah.
With someone
But
else's credit
for a
card.
young lad, our fantasies are a little different. If you had to guess what a young lad fantasy would be, what would you say it would be?
What my fantasy would be?
Well, not yours. I mean, yours is probably involves some type of shopping, some type of house, or something ridiculous.
So any young lads, what their fantasy probably?
Man.
Oh, what his fantasy? would
man.
Wait.
Oh, well, just getting laid every day probably,
Yeah,
or
she's
getting
not.
his junk.
Wait, be careful.
Well, you're right on one point, but I mean, getting laid as a young lad is,
No, that's.
but
that's
it's
cool.
having that don't make you a legend. Getting laid don't make you a legend.
No, that definitely does not make you a legend.
Having multiple at the same time makes you a legend.
That it does.
See, now you're getting into specifics.
Yeah, no.
But see, having multiple, there's a certain. I know we're getting off topic. We're talking about sports, but this is part of being an athlete, so I can tell these stories. There's a certain level of massage that goes into pulling off the feet
Yes.
of a menage a trois. There's a certain, because so many guys blow it because they don't know their place in the threesome. They don't know they spot, their position. It's not about you, number one.
No.
Stop watching porno. That's not how it works. The key is, I'm gonna give you this game for free. Let them do them, and you just kind of lay back in the cut. Play your part. Realize that you are only a prop.
Yes. You just get in where you fit in.
Yeah, you getting used. Yeah, see, but you are getting used. But you know what? Oh my God, you dropping? Okay, that was a lie. I thought you dropped that. I'm like, holy smokes, your heart probably sunk.
Yeah.
But yeah, just realize that, fellas, play your position. Realize that you are only a prop.
Yep.
It's not like the pornos. It's nothing like that.
Nope.
But you can benefit greatly if you just play your role.
Absolutely.
And don't overdo it. Don't rush it. Be patient. Patience is the key.
That is fact.
And know that they are in control. But anyway, moving forward, we got sidetracked, by the biscuit. So obviously, for me, the weekend, the Bears looked great on defense.
Yes.
We probably got one. I mean, Khalil Mack.
Oh,
Khalil Mack and Aaron Donald is just playing at even J.J. Watt.
Yes.
They are playing at a different level than everybody else on defense right now.
Mac almost went to the Rams.
He almost went to the Rams. People don't know that.
Top 5 defenses of all time.
Dude, they was gonna do it. Like, know what? We'll get Khalil Mack for 1 year. We'll rent Khalil Mack. We got no intentions of giving him a long-term deal.
Nope.
But we'll take you for this year. For sure.
Yeah.
And you put him with Sue, Donald, and Mac?
Brockers. They got
Ooh,
Brockers.
but they got Flower now. Flowers, is his name?
Fowler.
I mean, he was
he's solid.
he's definitely a solid. He was an All-Pro. Last year?
Last year or the year before? I think it was last year.
Yeah,
I
they
was
borrow
last
your
year.
cutter. I'm borrowed to say this. We had sticks. If you're ever out and you wanna have a good thing, this motherfucker is. I mean, damn.
That's crispy.
I mean, you can always tell something is nice by the weight.
Yeah.
I mean, this shit will cut a finger off.
I could get lined up with that.
right. Get a fresh lineup. But yeah, I mean, they could have got Khalil Mack. They was definitely in the market. So was I believe Green Bay. But the reason why they wouldn't trade the Raiders wouldn't trade Khalil Mack to the Saints, to the Rams, because they felt like the draft picks would be too low.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And they thought the Bears would be worse, but they kind of backfired because now that pick for the Bears is going to be like in the 20s.
Yeah.
But
the Rams pick will be in the 30s. So.
right. But let's be honest, man. Like it's not like it's the NBA. Like you're getting, there are 32 NFL teams that all get one pick in the first round.
Yeah.
There are at least 100 to 150 players that are legit coming out of college.
Yeah.
There are like maybe
they have the talent.
Talent to play,
Yeah.
and they all. The Bears are notorious for going to Abilene Christian and getting players. Abilene Christian is the Bears' pipeline because every year we have at least 2 or 3 players. I couldn't even tell you where Abilene Christian is at, but I know we got players from them. And
Texas, maybe, I don't know.
And then what's funny is when you watch those opening player introductions, very few players. You got your Alabamas, but a lot of them come from schools that you never heard of.
Yeah.
Like Western Kentucky State. You're like, where is that at?
Abilene, Texas.
Yeah,
Abilene, Texas. I got it.
Has an NFL. I guarantee they probably got at least 16 to 17 NFL players come out of Abilene Christian over the last 15 years.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be, a first round. So first round draft picks to me, unless you're getting a quarterback. But, I don't think that they're. There's not you get a franchise player in the second, third round, sometimes fourth round.
Absolutely.
Get a franchise player.
Absolutely.
And
you get solid production from free agency. Look at Philip Lindsay, running back for
the free agent
Denver. Yeah,
he
undrafted free agent. Gus Edwards, running back for the Ravens, just broke out this past week. Undrafted free agent. Sky Moore, linebacker for the Colts, undrafted free agent.
Dude.
Like you get that talent.
Dude, see, so you realize, man, we make more money than them.
Yeah.
them cats, man, us playing.
Well, I don't know about more. We're in the same ballpark.
After you pay your taxes, they write it about. They might with a lot of them cats. Free agency. They might be getting like maybe $50,000 a game, if that. Like.
Yeah, that's more than what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I was thinking like low end, like 125 for the season.
Yeah, they probably make. But I'm talking about they make probably $50,000 a game. Mm-hmm. But after you pay your agent and pay all your people out, and taxes, you a net like 125.
Yeah. Yep.
And they'll use you up and then be done with you.
Yep. Now a story that I read. Now, I don't remember the wide receiver's name, but he plays for Jacksonville. He was on the practice squad for a long time, came up, got signed on the active roster. He was hanging out at who's their wide receiver that went on IR in the preseason? Marquise Lee?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Marquise Lee. Him and another wide receiver on the practice squad were hanging out at Marquise Lee's house, and they would leave, go to the practice facility, and they lived in one of their cars. They would sleep there, and then 5 a.m. they go in the practice facility. They shower.
That's
they
crazy.
Get dressed. They eat. They work out. Do the same thing. Go to Marquise Lee's, kick it, watch some TV, leave. Marquise Lee had no idea they were living in their car. They just said, "Yeah, we're going back to our spot." They were going and sleeping in the car at the practice facility.
They ain't no money.
'Cause they ain't got no money. That's right.
That's the untold story that and I put it on Facebook the other day when I said that. You'll be surprised if you look at the NFL roster, the salaries that these guys make, man. They don't make no money.
Yeah, what's crazy is Alex Smith making $40 million.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Kirk Cousins making like 27 fully guaranteed.
Fully guaranteed.
And Matthew Stafford at like 29. It's nuts.
If you look at the NFL roster, there's maybe 3 or 4 players that make over $1 million.
Yeah.
That's it.
Get paid. And then there's everybody else.
It's the quarterback who's get paid. Your wide receiver might get paid.
Yeah. And
Your
then you
defensive
got
end might get
defensive,
paid,
you got
and your left tackle might get paid.
Yep.
Everybody else, if you got a safety, but see, here's the problem with the players. I think the players union in the NFL, they're not smart. When they sign that rookie wage scale, they don't realize they thought in their mind that rookie wage scale, that money will transfer to the veterans. But what they didn't realize is like, nah, you mean to tell me I can get cheap labor? I can get somebody to do what you do, younger and cheaper.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not paying a 10-year vet to do anything. You know what I mean? I'm not paying you to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got to go. So running backs is like, okay, well once you get to 30, we're done.
Yeah. Le'Veon Bell, he can't get any love.
No love.
But he did kind of mess up, man. He's throwing money away at this point.
15. I mean, if his plans to get, if he has sacrificed $15 million to get $17 million a year for at least 3 years,
dude, you for Le'Veon Bell to make up what he lost doing this, he'd have to make like $24 million for the next 3 years.
He could do that.
And nobody's giving him $24 million.
So somebody give it to him.
24?
Yeah, somebody give it to him. The Colts will give it to him.
That's unheard of.
The Colts will give it to him.
No, we won't.
The Colts won. The Jets will give it to him.
We didn't even give Andrew Luck 24.
Well, because Andrew Luck didn't want to fight for that. But he definitely.
We are not giving him that money.
They'll give it to him.
We have Nyheim Hines. He's Le'Veon Bell light.
No.
Yes,
Le'Veon will get. He don't get a big. He's gonna get Todd Gurley money.
Todd Gurley can't even get Todd Gurley money.
I mean, he's worth it. He's worth the money, but
that's
he took the
one
risk
dude.
because.
That's one dude in the
But you got to
league.
think about this. Let's say
How much is Kareem Hunt making?
not a lot because he's still on that rookie deal.
Yeah.
He on that rookie deal, man.
So,
I think the running backs on the next collective bargaining agreement. I think the running backs need to be like, look, you get us for 2 years out of college, and then we able to if we ball out of them 2 years, then we should be able to renegotiate our contract. Because 5 years is too long. Do 26. Like, who's going to pay you? So let's say you're done. You come in the league at 22, 21. They get you for 4 years. You're 25. They'll franchise you for 2 years. You're 27, and they cut you.
Yeah.
So you would never get a real contract.
Well, what they should do with the current rookie pay scale, they should have that apply to the top 10 picks. Top 10, right? Because those are franchise dudes you're drafting in the top 10.
Right.
If you're drafting in the top 10, that's a dude you want on your team.
And they're making a couple of million.
Yeah. The rest of the first rounder and probably the second rounders, they have it so it's 2 years guaranteed, and then have like a mutual option.
Yeah, like a team
team
option. Yeah, team option.
A mutual option, player and team option. So you both have to agree to it for it to kick in. So the team could opt out, or the player could opt out, or both.
Or eliminate the franchise tag.
Well, no.
The franchise tag is like the worst.
It's bad for players.
For a player, like, because.
But players get paid off the franchise tag. Think about it. A franchise tag is the average of what? The top 10 at your position?
Dude, the top. But
crazy.
If you're a running back, the top 10 ain't making no money.
The top 10 running backs in the league
Ain't making no
the
money.
highest paid running backs in the league.
There ain't 10 running backs. I can assure you right now, there's not 10 running backs in the NFL making over $1 million a year.
There has to be.
There
Le'Veon
isn't.
Bell's franchise tag was $14 million.
There's not. There's. It's tough.
has to be.
I think it's a top. I think franchise is like top 3, top 5.
Is it?
There's not 10 running backs making over $1 million. There's not. You not 10 making over $1 million. You got Saquon Barkley making $1 million. You got.
You said making under?
Over $1 million.
Oh yes.
There's not 10.
Yeah.
Because you got Saquon Barkley probably making over $1 million. The dude he just signed a deal for the Cardinals. He's making over $1 million. Le'Veon Bell's making over $1 million. Gurley's making over $1 million, and that's it. Then which call it is making Kamara? No, he's not. He's making like $400,000. He ain't making no money. Ezekiel Elliott is making over $1 million.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, Marshawn. Yeah.
Yeah,
He got paid to come back.
He probably making over $1 million. So that's
He
like
was making
$7.
about 10. So franchise tag. You know, we had our producer here just send me some numbers. Franchise tag is the average of the top 5 salaries.
That's what I said, 5.
Or 120% of the player's previous salary, whichever is greater.
That's why Le'Veon Bell, because there's not there's not 10 5 backs making that kind of money, and so he wants to be labeled as a entertainer, not necessarily a player.
Yeah, he's trying to do the LeBron. He wants his own brand. He
it's
wants
hard.
to be his own business.
It's hard.
Is cool. I mean,
it's cool, but it's
if
hard. It's hard when you're an NFL player and you wear a helmet.
Yeah.
You know, you got a helmet on, so it's kind of hard to justify that kind of money when you wearing a helmet and you in pads. But so moving on, last night games.
Jerick McKinnon, real quick.
We making over $1 million.
He got paid. Yeah.
Who is that? I don't know who that is.
He tore his Achilles or his ACL in preseason. He was with Minnesota, signed with the Niners in the offseason. LaShawn McCoy at almost 9.
Okay.
Zeke at 6.8.
Then it's like
Lamar Miller. Where's his numbers? 6.7.
So how many? But count how many is it? 10?
This is just a list of the top 5.
Yeah. So that's top 5. That's 5.
So here's the 13 highest. Let's scroll down. Todd Gurley, Bilal Powell got paid 4.8.
Holy, he was Bilal Powell. I don't even know who this dude is.
Latavius Murray, Barkley, Leonard Fournette, Mark Ingram. Yeah, he's still getting paid.
So we talking about like maybe 10. You said top 30. Who's number 13 on that list?
Number 13 was Todd Gurley at 4.3. That's what I said. Todd Gurley's not even getting Todd Gurley.
Well, no. So he just signed a new deal. So he just signed a new deal this year. So he'll get like 17, 18.
Yeah, this only gives me top 5. Oh, Devontae Freeman.
So we talking.
People are out here getting paid.
No. 5th. So what I'm telling you is there's 32 NFL teams and only less than half the guys are getting paid.
Half the starters.
That's it. But there's 32 teams. Jordan Howard, you know how much Jordan Howard makes for the Bears?
Christian McCaffrey, James White, Mark Ingram, Isaiah Crowell, Theo Riddick, Bilal Powell, Chris Thompson, Jonathan Stewart still getting paid for some reason.
Yeah.
Rex Burkhead, Corey Grant, Chris Ivory, Rashad Penny, Melvin Gordon, Sony Michel, LeGarrette Blount, Nick Chubb, Spencer Ware, Ronald Jones Jr.,
well, Nick Chubb was
Louise Rogers, Kerryon Johnson, Dalvin Cook, Jeremy Hill, T.J. Yeldon, Doug Martin.
But they getting paid like $1 million.
To get to $1 million, you got to go all the way to number 50. All the way to number 50.
50 played running backs?
Yes. To get to.
So all these guys make like $1 million.
Yeah, I mean,
like 1.2,
you jump up to 30, it's only at 1.8.
Dude, that's pennies, bro.
Jump up to 20, you're at 3.7.
That's those are pennies,
that's
man.
20. That's 20. The top 20 making $3,750,000.
That's no money at all. That's no money. When you think about it, Kristaps Porzingis making like 50.
Yeah, Kristaps is the unicorn.
I mean, you got
he's in the Big Apple. Of course, he's getting paid.
Dude, I gotta look up NBA salaries, dude. Them jokers.
Oh, look up baseball. That's where you need to look.
You got dudes that's playing one game a week making $3 million.
Yeah.
These are running backs in the most fiercest sport.
Clayton Kershaw, what did he sign? A 10-year, $390 million.
$390, yeah. Machado won't get like Machado's going to get like $300. And then
this dude's almost making $40 million a year for the next decade.
Do you realize that John Wall? Last year his deal would make $50 million.
That's crazy. How are they going to trade that contract?
Dude, John Wall will make $50 million, dude. On what planet is John Wall? I mean, granted, kudos if you can get it.
No, he's probably worth 50. He probably brings in $200 million a year for the Wizards.
Nah, I doubt that. I doubt that very seriously. The John Wall is producing that kind of money for the.
You think Kelly Oubre's bringing?
No, he's definitely not bringing it.
You
with
think,
50 million.
You think Gortat is selling out games?
Right. It's just shit. The Wizards ain't selling out. But real quick before we get to the NBA, last night, man, did you watch the game, man?
Yes.
What was your thoughts?
On the edge of my seat the whole time. First of all, as a Todd Gurley fantasy owner,
so you had a rooting interest, and I had Kelsey.
I had a lot of everything. I had Jared Goff. I had Mahomes.
Oh, you had Goff.
I had Tyreek get me like 56 points.
Yeah, you put up over 200 in fantasy.
Yes. Well, I still won in a blowout in the Heavy Hitters Radio Show League.
Goff is not your quarterback in our league.
No, not.
We only care about our league.
Our league.
Yes, I heard those play. I'm like, wait a minute, they ain't all on the same team.
No. So the run like a Gurley's. We were successful this week thanks to Tyreek Hill. Picking up the slack. Kansas City defense getting some scores for us.
And it was funny. You can thank me for that because I picked them up the week the Bears on the bye.
Yeah.
And then I cut them.
Yeah. Thank you. Shout out. So is the only 10-win team in the league.
I'm struggling. I'm like 6-5 or 5-6.
Man, I've been trying to help your team the whole year. I don't want to hear it.
No. I'm
trying to help you the whole year.
I am about to go on the thing is this week I had no running backs. Like my running back,
that's what I was trying to give you.
No, the cost was too high.
Did you see what Philip Lindsay did? He had like 37.
I know.
But
look. So I made a ballsy pickup. I picked up because once your boy went down, what's his name for the Rams?
Gurley?
Not Gurley. The receiver.
Cooper Kupp.
Once Cooper Kupp went down, I went on there and I picked up Reynolds.
Oh yeah.
A sneaky pickup.
Yeah,
and I was like,
nice.
You know what? I'm gonna leave him on the bench this week, and I'm gonna go with Alshon.
Yeah.
I lost the game by like 15 points, and Reynolds was different.
30, didn't he?
He was on the bench.
Ooh. What Alshon get? Like
9.
9. Yeah.
So it's cool because this week is my bye week, which I'm gonna struggle. But now that Kelsey's he'll be on the bench. But guess what I got coming in? Gronkowski.
Oh, you did get him.
Thank you, Moose, for cutting Gronk.
Yeah. Dalvin Cook about to hit waivers again.
Dude, Dalvin Cook get hurt. I mean, he get hurt every time I turn around, man. He getting hurt, man. We got Fron in the building.
Yo.
How's everything? How's it going?
Oh, man, not too bad. He's a regular on the show. We got the lady on the couch. She showed up. This is like the first time she showed up in like 4 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't seen her.
Yeah, she showed up. This lady on the couch. She was one of the originals, but she never wants to talk on mic. And then get mad. We get Franz here every week. He's a regular. Franz a regular, and he's a Bears fan. We don't do Bengals around here. We don't show love to the Bengals. You a what fan? Oh, well, you know what you mean. Your Gary card just has been. Well, you from Michigan City, ain't it? Where you from? Maryville? No, you ain't from Glen Park. Not being a Colts fan, you not. He from Whiting. Fry officially has lost his Gary card. Like, he's not from Gary anymore. He said he's a Colts fan. But how you grew up with NBC Chicago on every week as a Bears fan, and then sit here and says, "No, I'm a Colts fan." So
the Colts will have that effect on you.
Yeah, Fron is officially from Calumet. Cold world, cold crew. But yeah, this is not the heavy hitters. If you must know, this is sports talk with hot sauce. So yeah, we kind of changed the name because everybody, they want to take a break for Thanksgiving. And I was like, you know what? I got equipment I need to use, and we doing the show. Damn it! The show must go. I mean, I won't call it the heavy hitters.
Go on.
So we just changed the name. So we talking about the Kansas City Chiefs and the Rams. I mean that Madden. That wasn't even Madden. That was more like NBA NFL Street.
Oh, for real? Yeah.
NFL Street, the Big 12 edition.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like Blitz. You get all those
Yeah,
defensive
Blitz.
touchdowns.
Yeah. At some point, we have to allow defense.
Yeah.
At some
we
point.
saw it. We saw it, and we still got a really good game. We still got a really good
What
game.
you mean you saw defense? That was about 1,000 yards of offense
No, but
and 105
we
points.
saw sacks, we saw fumbles, we saw picks. We saw what, 4 defensive touchdowns in that game?
But collectively, there was not good. I mean, we talking about 4 plays, and then the rest of it was like, hey, I'm gonna throw a bomb. I mean, there were so many bombs with jokers wide. I mean, Tyreek Hill was wide open.
Oh, yeah.
It seemed like on every play. You know,
Yeah, he'll do that.
but we over here shoe shopping. Yeah, but
That look.
right, right. So,
Yeah, I gotta ask real quick, how big is your couch?
it's pretty big.
You can fit on it?
Yeah,
You can sleep on it?
yeah.
All right.
That's funny. But yeah, man. So moving on. So what you think about the game last night, man? Like, what's your honest opinion?
Game of the decade.
The decade.
Yeah.
I'll put it like this. Here's where I stand.
Regular season game of the decade.
I think it was a great game, but it wasn't compelling
What?
because there was nothing.
It was down to the wire.
No, but there was no. But I knew there wasn't gonna be no defense. I mean, defense makes the game compelling. Like when you know that there's can be a defensive stop, there can be a sack, there could be a big defensive play. If it's all just a bunch of offense, like look, play this. The Rams came on the score. They put them up. It was 44 to 40. The Rams came on the score. It was 2 minutes left. Within like 30 seconds, man, the Kansas City Chiefs came back and scored.
Yep.
Then within like a minute of that, they came back and they scored again.
Yeah, so we saw 2 very high-powered offenses.
We saw
and
5.
2 really good
We
defenses.
saw 4 touchdowns in less than 2 minutes. And what planet is that? Is that good football?
Are you not entertained?
I'm entertained, but at some point, I want somebody to get a stop. I want the defense to be able to make some type of play. I don't want to see 7-on-7 flag football.
We saw 4 defensive touchdowns.
Yeah, but
How is that not defense?
it was 4. That's 4 plays though.
We saw sacks. We saw a couple 3-and-outs. We saw
No, we
picks.
we did not see very many 3-and-outs. The punters on those teams making a couple of million to do nothing.
We even saw good special teams. John, what is it? Heckler? John
Yeah.
Heckler, the punter for the Rams, had a
Yeah.
7-yard punt. He
Yeah, but-
booted that thing.
Yeah, and then what you call took it out of the end zone, which
Yeah.
made no sense. To
Well,
me.
he caught it at like the 2 backtracking, so he had to bring it out.
Should let them bounce. It would bounce into the end zone.
It probably would have.
Yeah, what are you doing? Like you just believe. Like
Shackton.
there's only one Devin Hester.
Shackton.
As fast as Tyreek Hill is, he's no Devin Hester. And I thought Fromm would know a lot
I
about
agree.
Devin Hester, but he's a Colts fan from Gary.
He said who?
Yeah, he like who? That's even worse. That's even worse that you came down here and just traded us in for Peyton Manning.
Yeah. Yeah.
He traded us in.
What would you do?
I'm a Bears fan to the end. I'm never trading.
I,
You was Jim Harbaugh, Colts. Yeah, Jim Harbaugh. The cardiac kid. What they call them? The cardiac kids.
yeah.
I remember that game against Pittsburgh when the Colts could have went to the Super Bowl or they was to the in the AFC Championship.
Oh yeah.
He threw that
That's
Hail
a
Mary.
heartbreaker.
The ball landed on dude's stomach and just like rolled off. I remember that game.
That's the year Pittsburgh won it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. The year they won it. Yeah.
Yeah. To be who?
That was before Roethlisberger. That was before Roethlisberger. That was not Cordell. That was O'Donnell. That was Neil O'Donnell. Pittsburgh with Bill Cowher and all them guys.
Yeah. Yup.
So real quick, so I guess we agree on that. So we're switching gears real quick. What you think about Kemba Walker, man? I mean, 60 threw up 60.
That's impressive.
And it was
impressive.
then the next night he came out and put up 45 or 43.
Yeah.
Last night,
Kimba's on fire. Kimba's making a statement.
Kimba is putting up numbers, and he ain't even on TV. Like nobody even talk. Like he's in like the equivalent of being in like Sacramento, playing for Charlotte.
Yeah. What's crazy is the second best basketball player in that organization
is the owner. Is the owner. Is the
Kimba,
owner.
You go Mike, and then you got Cody Zeller.
Like, dude, they made some horrible decisions.
Man. Oh.
They made some horrible decisions. But I thought Kid Gilchrist would be a player, and he's terrible.
And they paid him.
And they paid him. Marvin Williams is terrible.
Yep.
You know,
Do they still got Kaminsky?
Yeah.
One trick pony.
Well, I mean, they just make mistakes. Then they got the guy from Indiana. I thought he was gonna be good.
Cody Zeller.
No.
Oh,
What was his name? Dijah. He was a side. Remember, he left Indiana after his sophomore year. 6'10", had potential. And he washed out. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I think his name was. It's like I think he's African or something like that.
I don't know who you're talking
He went to IU. He went to IU.
He's not that noteworthy, apparently.
He was at IU. He was born at IU about 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, he was on the team with what's his name? Play for the Pacers. Oladipo. He was after Oladipo. I think he was.
Zeller was on that team too. They came out the same year. Oladipo and Zeller came out the same.
Then he was on the team after that. He was a freshman. Supposed to be really good. Then he left. He had no playing time under what's his name. So he left early.
Yeah.
Because he felt he can do more in the NBA.
Yep.
I mean, he got paid, but he won't. He on somebody's bench.
Yep.
The same way with Trey Lyles, yo.
Trey Lyles, yeah.
He on Denver now, but you making money, but you ain't making no impact. You know. So I mean, he'll get another deal.
Yeah.
He'll be an NBA lifer.
Yeah. I mean, he's that build you like. You know, he can stretch the floor a little bit. So.
Who?
And he has enough.
Trey Lyles?
Yeah, he has enough athleticism to hang.
Man, I do.
He's not going to be anything more than the 7th or 8th man on a team.
Shit, the 8th man.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, he'll stay in the league
because
because
he's 6'10", 6'11".
Yeah, he's a big dude. He's decently athletic. I mean,
right. I mean, Favors still got a job,
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean,
there's a lot of cats when you watch teams. You like, wait a minute, he's still in the league.
Yeah,
He's still. Sheldon Mack is still getting NBA checks, man. How is that dude getting NBA checks, man?
Cameron Payne is still getting checks.
Come on, man. Cameron Payne might be the worst NBA player of all time.
No, Denzel Valentine.
It was it for Michigan State?
Yeah, and he plays for the Bulls now.
Yeah, Cameron Payne. He's out for the season, by the way.
Yeah, he's done, and that might be the best.
Cameron Payne is only known for dancing with Russell Westbrook.
Yep.
He is like, how does this dude get a? Who saw this dude was like, know what, man, we gonna give you some NBA money. Like he's horrible.
Doubles.
We traded for this dude, and we still we could have cut him.
Yeah. Well, you saw what he did this summer in Drew League, right?
What? Nothing.
Denzel Valentine, he was getting schooled by some dude off the street, like. Not even like a G League player. Some dude off the street was just taking him to school.
He was in the Drew League. He was in the Drew League getting handled.
Getting handled.
How you go in the Drew League and get handled there? That's kind of weak.
But just some geek off the street, like, yeah, you can't do that. You're a professional. Like if I'm a professional at anything, and some dude just shows up and takes me to class, I gotta quit. I gotta change professions.
Especially if
I'm moving to Seattle and selling used cars.
Especially if there's cameras around though. You're not doing me like that.
I want to get as far away from professional basketball as possible.
Yeah, there is no way.
Do what?
Yeah.
You might need to go to Lithuania.
but you get NBA checks. You cash some NBA checks, so you know.
Yeah.
He would get re-up too.
He will.
Yeah. You know, they wanted to take some time off. I was like, dude, I got equipment I need to test out.
No days off.
And we know we team work overtime over here, yo. Like we grinding it. Right. So like I said, you know what? In fairness, I said I won't do a heavy hitter show tonight, but we will do sports talk with hot sauce, and we bringing you nothing but the flavor of all time, yo. I'm Gucci.
So sticking with the NBA, I remember a conversation we had, and I'm not sure if it was you or Moose that strongly disagreed.
Okay.
Very confident it was you.
Mm-hmm.
The Pacers are legit.
Legit in what way? Like legit?
They're a contender.
No, they're not a
contender.
contender.
In the East, yes.
They're not a contender. They're good.
How?
They're top 5. They're 5, but the Pacers are not beating. They're not beating. They can beat Boston. They can't beat Toronto.
Okay.
And they can't beat Milwaukee.
Can we beat Philly?
You can beat Philly.
I was gonna say we already beat Philly.
You can beat
and
Philly.
we beat Boston.
You can beat Boston.
So yeah.
I think Boston is in trouble.
They might be.
Boston is in trouble. And the reason being is they got a bunch of talent, but they got a bunch of talent that all do the same thing.
Yeah. Yes, they have.
You know what I mean?
Clones.
You got a bunch of clones. The Boston clones. They all do the same thing, and all of them require the basketball to do things. Like that's the one thing when people talk about Golden State. When Kevin Durant with the Golden State, when Kevin Durant with the Golden State, the one thing I said is he will fit seamlessly because Kevin Durant doesn't require the basketball to be great.
He doesn't.
Steph Curry don't require the basketball to be great.
But you
Klay Thompson. But what I'm saying is they can move. They can move without the basketball.
Yeah.
When you look at Boston, all those guys require the basketball to be great. So you got a bunch of guys that need the basketball in their hands to get in rhythm. Mm-hmm. So it's not enough basketballs on the floor.
Yep.
And Kyrie, they don't have enough glue. They got too many stars, not enough glue guys.
Yep.
Like if you look at Golden State, Draymond Green is a glue guy.
Mm-hmm.
Iguodala is a glue guy.
Yeah, Andre. Sean Livingston.
Sean Livingston is a glue guy.
Yep.
Like they're good, but they glue guys. So they come in, they play their role, and that's it. But when you get a whole bunch of Jason Tatum is a budding superstar. Jaylen Brown is a budding superstar. Yeah. Kyrie Irving is a superstar. Gordon Hayward is a superstar. You know what I mean?
Gordon Hayward's a star.
Oh yeah, you're right. He's a star. He get paid. He gets superstar money.
Yes.
And then you look at Rozier, who's a budding superstar.
But then you have like Al Horford.
He's a glue guy. Yeah. He's a glue
Morris.
guy. Right.
Yeah.
But the difference is those 6 guys I named, they all need the basketball.
Marcus Smart needs the ball.
Yeah, he's a glue guy. But what I'm saying is like the guys need the ball. Hayward needs the basketball. Irvin definitely needs the basketball. Rozier definitely needs the basketball. Tatum needs the basketball. Brown needs the basketball. Yeah. They all need the ball in their hands to be great.
Yep.
So they don't have a pick and pop. They don't have a come off the screen. They don't have those type of players where they can rub and get through. You know what I'm saying, and get shots off. So I think they're in trouble.
I think so. So who's your finals pick as of right now? Your 2 teams, West and East.
Let's Golden State for sure out of the West.
Even with this drama,
this is not
still
drama.
Golden State.
Because you do realize in like 3 weeks they get back. They get Cousins. So if I was Golden State, I would take a look at Melo.
No,
I would.
Why?
I would take a look at Melo.
Why?
Because you still need. Because if you look at their bench, if I can get Melo for $1 million, and if you look at their bench, right, and you put him with that second unit where Melo can just be Melo and come off screens, he would fit into that system, man.
Wait, you already have dudes that jack it up from half court, and they make it. Melo won't.
Melo's a
and he'll
mid
still
range.
shoot it.
But Melo's a mid. I think D'Antoni didn't want Melo to begin with for what happened in New York. So I think that was a reason that he. But I thought the GM wanted Melo. D'Antoni didn't want Melo, but the GM was like, "No, we get Melo."
But how are they going to get Melo?
He clear waivers.
They're not cutting him.
They did. They cut him already. They cut him Monday, didn't they?
They have not cut him.
You sure about that? I could have sworn they said they parted ways.
They did part ways. He's staying away from the team. He is still part of their 15-man roster.
Oh,
They're not cutting him.
wait, they just gonna hold. That's weak. No, you gotta release me, bruh.
Nope. No.
So they just gonna be like, they gonna Le'Veon Bell and be like, no, you on the team. We ain't, no one else gonna get you.
No, it's different. Le'Veon Bell's welcome back. He doesn't want to come back.
Well, he's in the game now.
No, it's done.
Wait a minute, so he's still on the team?
He's still on the team. He is still part of the roster. He will end the season on their roster.
But they will not release him.
They will not release him.
That's bogus, dude.
I mean, that's what you get. Like I don't feel bad for Melo at all.
Me neither. I don't feel bad for him because you know what? You had the opportunity to go to the Bulls and play with that Bulls team. Where all you had to do was be Carmelo Anthony.
See, Melo's issue was he wanted to go to a team with stars and be the star.
No. Melo issue was he wanted to get paid. He chose money over titles, which I got no qualm with that. Because that Bulls team with Derrick Rose and a young, we had Joakim Noah and Gibson. All they needed was a two guard. They had everything else. All they needed was a two guard. And Melo could have came in.
Well, they had buckets.
No, the Jimmy Buckets was a rookie. He was a young Jimmy Buckets. So he wasn't the Jimmy Buckets we know now.
You're right.
So Melo could have walked into that team.
Well, he's not a 2. He's a 3.
He could have walked in with Derrick Rose, and he could, you know what it is? It'd have been the same fit with Melo. What Melo was, what Durant was, Golden State. Melo could have been to the Bulls. Yeah, you ain't got to come in. You come in and fit in, because they don't have a dominant. D Rose was the guy, but they didn't have a guy that can get you a bucket at any time. And Melo was that dude, but he
would have been that dude.
But he chose New York.
Yeah, he wanted the money.
He wanted the, which I ain't mad.
Chase the money.
And he even said it. I wish the Bulls can pay me what New York can pay me.
Yeah.
So you know what? When you losing and you getting bounced around, that's on you, bro. Like, do
they still make his shoes? Do they still make?
Yeah, matter of fact, I bought a pair the other day.
New ones?
The Jordan, the Melo, the Oak Hill editions.
Man,
yeah.
How's he got a shoe? I should have a shoe.
There's a lot of kids that got shoes that shouldn't have shoes, but Melo's a superstar, man. Like,
Melo sells. He sells.
He sells. But his game is definitely outdated. He has a 2000s game. Yeah. And we in this three happy.
He didn't adapt.
He's a mid-range guy.
He did not adapt.
He's a mid-range volume guy.
Tell him that.
Oh, get up.
Yeah, that was nasty.
So that's kind of where we at right now with that. So, so in the final, I got in the East. Ask me around Christmas.
I'm asking you right now. Put it on wax. Let's hear it.
Well, this is not my lock. Golden State's my lock.
This is your guess right now.
My guess right now, I would have to say, if I had to choose between Milwaukee and Toronto, I think the Greek Freak, man.
You think Milwaukee can make it?
I think Milwaukee can make it. I think the Greek Freak is that dominant of a player that I will find it hard for a team to beat them 4 times. And they still got some moves to make. They still got a move to make.
Yeah, they need a move.
There's still some moves to make. I think a J.R. Smith, a 3-point shooter. People roll their eyes at J.R. Smith. I think a J.R. Smith can help. I think who else is out there on the trading block? There are some players to be made.
Yeah, there's teams selling. I think they need to look at Washington.
I wouldn't touch John Wall with a 10-foot pole. I would go to Bradley Beal.
That's
I would go after Beal. If I'm Milwaukee, I would go after Bradley Beal. And that could be a move. I would give up. What's his name? A first-round pick and your boy
Thon Maker.
Thon Maker.
Yep. He's got to go.
He got talent, and then the rookie of the year, the rookie of the year last year, the light-skinned dude. He's a
last year.
Year before last.
2 years ago, Michael Carter Williams.
Not Michael Carter Williams. That was like
that was like 3 years ago.
Who was the guy with he got the little fro? He won last year, rookie of the year, a year before last. A runner-up for Milwaukee, Brogdon.
I like him.
I would give him up for Bradley Beal. For Bradley Beal.
Yeah, for Bradley Beal. Yeah.
Thon Maker, Brogdon for Bradley Beal, and a first-round pick. Yeah, I'll do that.
Throw a pick.
I'll do that. Because I mean, Milwaukee, they need.
What about Damian Lillard?
If I'm Portland, I'll never get rid of Dame.
If I'm Portland, I am selling.
You selling? No, they're like number 4 in the West right now.
Can they compete?
Yes, they're a player or two away.
They're a player or two away, but there are 2 teams they cannot pass.
So why would you sell? You can at least compete. The West is strong. I mean,
West is really strong. Who's their second best player?
What's his name? McCollum.
Oh, yeah. Think about it for a second. Who's the third?
The tall Russian.
Tall Russian. Like you get what I'm saying though?
No, but I forget his name. His Jurek, or whatever his name is. Does Jurek play for Denver?
Jokic.
Jokic.
For Denver.
No, Jurek didn't play for Portland.
Yeah, but they can't compete with the Warriors.
No one can compete with the
They
Warriors.
can't compete with Houston. I'm not even convinced they could knock out the Lakers.
No, the Lakers. Let me tell you something, man. Don't buy this fool's gold with the Lakers, man.
No, but
this is fool's gold. The Lakers is fool's gold.
No, the Lakers can't compete. But I'm not sure Portland could beat the Lakers.
The Lakers is fool's gold.
That would probably be a really close series.
Who?
Portland and LA?
No, not even close. No, the Lakers gonna be like a 7-8 seed, dude.
They are, but you betting against LeBron?
Yes. In the West, yes.
In the first round, you bet against him?
Yes.
If he's not matched up against Houston or Golden
Yes.
State, you bet against LeBron.
They're not a better team than Utah. They're not a better team than Denver. They're not a better team than the Pels. And they're not better than the Pelicans.
You trying to make this interesting?
They're not better.
We're going to put it on air.
Yeah, they're not
Our
better.
listeners can know.
Dude, the Lakers are not better than those teams, man. They're not. You think they're better than the Pelicans?
In the playoffs?
No, I'm actually right. Do you
Right
think,
now? No.
Right. You think they're better than obviously they're better than Portland. So you think they're better than Utah?
Right now or in the playoffs?
Right now.
No.
So all those teams are ahead of those.
I don't think the Lakers are top 8 in the West right now.
So you think they'll get a trade?
They might trade or they might mesh.
Dude,
They're shopping Brandon Ingram, which I don't think they should do.
No, they should, because Brandon Ingram is a bum. Okay, everybody keeps talking about he's Kevin Garnett. I mean, he's Kevin Durant. He is not. He's whack.
I would like to see.
He's dripping with whack juice, dude.
I would love to see.
He's
LA
whack, dog.
Ship Lonzo and Brandon Ingram to Portland for Dame.
You gotta think, if you trade those guys, they going east. They're not going west.
Nah,
I would trade for Bradley Beal. I would give up Ingram and Ball for Beal. Now you put Beal on the Lakers with LeBron. Nah, okay. I might, you know, we can talk about 4, because Bradley Beal's a baller.
Yep. Now, if I am Charlotte,
if I'm Charlotte, I'm
selling high on Kemba right now.
If I'm Charlotte, I'm losing every game because the player I want is playing right now for Duke.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
I need to be that number 1, number 2 pick and hope somebody's dumb enough at number 1 to take the one kid over Zion. If Zion's not the first pick in the draft, the GM needs to be fired immediately for saying, well, what was the other kid name for Duke? I don't even know his name. That's how unimportant he is.
It's Zion. Zion Williams.
But everybody keeps saying that the other kid's supposed to be better. I'm like, okay, I don't even know his name. So how is he better if I don't even know his name?
Zion's build does not work for him.
Zion sells tickets.
Yeah.
Zion gets you games on TV.
Here we go right now.
Zion gets you, all of that. Like, he's all of that. So he's what Charlotte needs. He's what the Bulls need. Like, he's an attraction.
Yeah.
The rest of these guys might be good. They might be marginal. They might be superstar players. They might be star players, but Zion is a generational talent.
Dude, he hit the genetics lottery.
The genetic
how do you weigh 270?
280 and 6'7". Especially, I don't even think he's done growing.
I don't.
So
think
if he get to 6'9",
dude,
If he can get another inch out of that, if he get to 6'9", 6'8", 6'9",
Dude, that'd be nuts. There's no way.
You know, so if I'm Charlotte, unless I say, you know what, I want Kemba to stay with me for the whole franchise, and he just be the franchise leader and everything, I would keep Kemba. But I don't want to win.
No.
You know, not right now. I mean,
No.
not with this draft coming up. You know, it's too many game changes in this draft.
You can't build on that roster. You have too many bad contracts.
Too many bad contracts.
So you get rid of Kimba, you bring in some picks, you suck for 2-3 years.
No, you can't suck 2-3. You gotta suck.
Have to.
You gotta suck now. Like, this is a draft now.
No, not suck in 2 or 3 years. You suck for 2 or 3 years. You have to.
But you need to suck right now because you need to get this.
Yes.
Because I don't know who's after this. Like, this is the draft.
Yes.
This is a LeBron, Wade, Melo draft.
Yes.
This is that draft coming up. Like, there are players in this draft that will change franchises.
Yeah.
This is now next year. I can't tell you who coming out next year. I don't even know who's in high school, who's worth it.
There's this kid, Tyus Jones' little brother, plays for them. He's cold. He's cool.
Yeah,
He'll
but I'm
make a
saying
roster.
this is the draft where you got to suck.
Yeah.
You know, the Cleveland gonna mess around, get number 1 pick again, and be back.
Ooh.
Yeah, you want to.
I like that.
This is the year you want to suck, man.
I like that.
Like, you don't want to be good this year.
Cleveland gets so lucky, man.
Man, come on, man.
They
Bad
had the first
organization.
pick, 3 years in a row?
And they took old boy. But that was like the worst draft in history.
Bennett.
That draft,
Right?
the only player that came out of that draft is Antetokounmpo,
There you go.
the Greek freak, Giannis.
Say it again.
Antetokounmpo. Yeah, that's a mouthful.
I'm glad you did it because I'm not doing it.
Yeah, that's a mouthful of name right there. But this is the draft to suck in, for real.
It is, yes. This is the one you got to do. So Charlotte, trade Kimba. Like
to who?
MJ. I talked to you last week. I got to talk to you again. Again, I'm sorry about last week. I'm so sorry.
But Jordan's not okay. Let's stop this. Jordan is not the GM. He's not running day to day.
No,
he just owns the team. He's not Jerry Jones. He's not doing interviews of the game.
He can call for this move to be made, though.
No, let your Jordan step aside. And let your GMs do the job.
That's not MJ, man.
But I would trade. I would trade Kimba, but to who? To who though?
Send him to LA. Send him to the Pacers. Send him to Indy, man. We would love Kimba out here. Our guards would be. We almost traded for him last year.
That would be.
That'd be sick.
Wow.
That'd be sick.
But how would he feel about coming to Indiana? I mean, you go from Charlotte to Indiana. I mean, you just going from mid-market to mid-market.
Yeah, but you're going from irrelevant.
I
to
would trade him to the
contender.
Knicks and get some. Well, the Knicks tanking too.
Yeah, they're not trying to get better.
The Knicks have to get. You know what? For the NBA's sake, I'm a Bulls fan, but the Knicks need Zion more than any other team. The Knicks need to be. The Knicks have not been relevant since like Patrick Ewing. Who? They weren't relevant with Melo. Melo didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah,
Dude,
I
if
would
you
agree.
think about
I
it,
would
Patrick
agree.
Ewing,
Yeah.
95. I mean,
Yeah, John Starks.
Allen Henderson. They wasn't really. They was flirting with the Heat in the early 2000s, but when they beat the AC, when they beat Miami in the 5-game series, but the Knicks need Zion.
The Knicks. I like that fit for him too because he's a marketable dude.
Yes,
Yeah,
he needs to be in New
He's highly
York.
marketable. He needs.
We don't need him in Phoenix. We don't need none of these off-brand ass franchises getting these top players. I don't need the Kings to get them. I don't need. Who else is like a sorry team in the West? I don't need none of them bottom dwellers in the West.
Clippers.
Yeah, I don't need. The Clippers would be all right.
Yeah, he'd be all right there.
But the Clippers actually pretty good.
Because Los Angeles, not because Clippers.
But I'm saying, I don't need the Hawks to get him. No. You know what I mean? I don't need him in Atlanta.
He'd be interesting with Dallas.
I don't need him in Dallas. I need him in New York.
Yeah.
Because first of all, I want to be able to watch his games
Miami.
at a decent hour.
Miami.
Miami. I can see him in Miami. What I'm saying is, because first of all, I want to watch this game not at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
All right, I want to watch this game at around 7.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Utah would be nice.
No, it would not. Utah would not be nice.
I like it.
They wouldn't have to pick anyway.
That's your big three.
But dude, it was crazy. Is Boston Boston has Sacramento's pick.
Dude, if they had Zion,
Dude.
oh, dude.
They got the Nets pick. I'm sorry, they got the Brooklyn pick.
Brooklyn pick,
They
yeah.
that's the gift that keeps giving, yo.
Dude, greatest trade of all time.
The greatest trade. Everybody thought, oh, you give up Gardner pick. No, we saw this coming
Hey, we got a couple 34-year-olds. Can we get your first rounders for the next decade?
for the next decade.
Yeah, sure. Dude, the Brooklyn Nets are the Oakland Raiders of the NBA.
Dude, come on, man. Come on, man. I mean, that's the gift. I mean, every year he's like, yeah, we got the next pick. So they can pick like number 1 and get Zion. And Danny Ainge just was fleecing
Wait, they had
cats.
the first pick last year. They traded out of it, passed on Markelle Fultz, and got Jason Tatum.
Dude, Markelle Fultz. That
Or
dude.
2 years ago, I mean.
You see that he ain't even with the team now?
Oh, yeah, no. His lawyer told him, stop working out with the team, go consult a specialist before you play or practice again.
What is going
That's his
on?
lawyer.
This
His
dude was
lawyer
a
giving him
number
career
1
advice.
pick in the draft, and you can't shoot. You see how
Oh,
he
yeah, free throw.
the Globetrotters.
That's crazy because I'm watching this. Mike Krzyzewski was just shooting free throws, and he's got a stroke.
Dude,
Like, send him
this
to
dude,
Mike.
this dude took
Send
the
him to
ball
Coach
up
K.
and was pity patting, and then shot a free. Like, what are you?
Didn't even stop. It's pity patty like release. like
What is you doing?
he made Shaq look like a 94% free throw career shooter. Like
This is an NBA player,
number 1 overall.
number
pick.
1 overall pick, and this dude can't shoot outside of 5 feet.
Yep.
He can't shoot 5 feet from the basket, man.
I did call that though.
He's
I did call
terrible.
that in that draft. I said, if you take a point guard, you're in trouble because it's Fultz, Ball, then Tatum, and Tatum was clearly the most talented player of the group. It wasn't Lonzo.
Well, Lonzo had the star power.
Lonzo ain't got no star power.
He did.
Lonzo's
He had
a
it.
ball.
You forget.
I'm surprised Lonzo doesn't
No.
pity patty back and forth before he shoots. That'd be a better stroke for him, anyways.
Nah.
How you right-handed shoot from your left ear?
Well, I mean, which guy did that?
Marion,
Sean
Sean Marion.
Marion. I mean, it's
No,
been-
he shot from the chin. He was like right here. It's one of the ugliest shots. You can't do that, man. No, that is so bad. And then they talked about how he perfected his stroke in the offseason. Man, that's the same shot.
Dude, y'all don't realize is Ben Simmons can't shoot either.
Ben Simmons can't shoot either, but Ben Simmons has other skills.
Yeah, Markelle Fultz is like 6'5". I mean, like 6'3".
No, there's nothing
He's
he can do.
terrible.
But Kimba's what, 6'2", 6'3"? He's not tall either. Kimba's
like 6'3", 6'4". It's like 6'3". I think it's like 6'3", 6'4", somewhere around there.
we're gonna look this up. Can we get our producer to look this up for us?
Yeah.
Can we have a producer now?
See, we got producers on this show now.
We got producers.
We got producers.
So they're telling me Kemba Walker is listed at 6'1", 185.
Oh wow, listed. So that means he's like 6 feet.
He's like my size.
Yeah, we got the.
I mean, I'm 5'9". 6 foot's not, it's not a far cry.
So we have the producer in the building. To
Can we name our producer?
Yeah,
let's give our producer a nickname.
we gotta come up with. He's very quiet. The producer's very quiet on our show.
Never talks.
Never talks. Like he's just a stat guy.
We ask him questions and he writes up a cue card just to show to us so we can read it.
right.
Yeah, we'll
The anonymous GM, the anonymous producer,
we'll call him Producer Mike.
the guy behind the curtain, the guy in the booth.
He ain't got a mic.
Right.
If he had one, he wouldn't even use it.
So who you got to put the title?
All right, so right now, so I'll go on record again saying Toronto does look legit. Toronto does look legit. They're getting a lot of production from guys I didn't think they'd get production from. But moving under a new coaching staff, I just didn't think it'd work. So that being said, I'm not going with Toronto. I think Boston pulls it together. And I think it's Boston, Golden State in 5.
I just don't see nobody beating Golden State.
No, Golden State in 5, maybe 4. Like they could play a 7-game series against every team in the NBA, just back-to-back nights, and with Cousins healthy, they'd lose 2 games.
That's what I'm saying. Like they getting Cousins. They finna get Cousins.
That's crazy.
Like even if he's like 60-70% of what he was, he's still 100% better than any of the centers they had in the past. You know,
JaVale McGee.
You see your boy. Speaking of, you see your boy Chandler.
David Lee.
Your boy Chandler turned down Golden State to go to the Lakers.
That's interesting.
Like, if I'm any player of any consequence, as soon as Golden State called me, if I gotta take the minimum, I'm going to Golden State.
Yo, I would be their ball boy before I played for the Kings. I could start for the Kings. I'd turn that down to be a ball boy for the Lakers.
The Kings,
not for the Lakers, for Golden State.
But the Kings have been looking good though. Quiet as kept. The boy Fox starting to look good. Buddy Hield starting to ball out a little bit.
Dude, I like Buddy Hield.
I like that. I like him too.
I like Buddy Hield. He's got the talent. I don't like the ownership there, man.
No, anytime your owner says, "No, what? I want to play 4 on defense and leave one to cherry pick."
Did he say this?
Yes.
Oh man,
because he coaches his daughter's team and they won.
He's running the LaMelo Ball offense.
He was like, I want one guy just to cherry pick the whole game. We play 4 on 5.
No.
Like what kind of goofball? Like you should be banned from the league immediately.
I mean, try it. Watch how that works.
Just for suggesting that, you should be like, you know what, man? We're gonna go ahead and take your
works.
franchise from you.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah. I mean, but some off-kilter stuff has worked in the past, like the Hack-a-Shack. It works.
It works, but it slows the pace of the game down. It changes the pace.
Yeah, it does. It would not be as entertaining.
No. Yeah, we don't want to cherry pick. Oh, no. Buckets.
Yaga. What's that?
I don't know no other players on Duke. I think is it one of them named Cam Reddick or Cam? Who's his name? Cam?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I mean, all I know is Zion because I've been watching Zion since, he was like 14 years old dunking on YouTube.
Oh, get up, young man. Zion took him to the hole again.
You see LSU offered Zion a football scholarship and he didn't even play high school football?
I believe it.
It was like, we just want the best athlete.
Dude, he got grabbed by this dude.
No, look how big he is, man.
And then yacked by that guy and still got up. Like, you can't. Come
on, man.
You can't.
If the NFL had guaranteed money.
Oh yeah.
I would go to. I'd be like, yo, NFL, bro. Like, you would be the best thing since if it was guaranteed money. But NBA money is like, yeah, dog, I need that NBA loot.
Think about his build though. He's 6'7", 280. You said
he's Antonio Gates. He's Gronkowski. He's
like a fast Gronkowski.
A fast Gronkowski with hops. and your boy, George Chelsea.
Man, he's an athlete. Like he's LeBron. Oh,
my bad. We get a little. My bad. We not being professional at all. I think we both had a.
Distracted.
He tried to put it. He tried to take dude through the rim, yo.
Zion's gonna start his own printing
company. I mean, holy smokes!
Gonna have so many posters.
Posters. This is insane. Like this, the way he attacked the rim is insane, bruh.
Yo, and that.
But anyway,
he was about to dunk on like a 6'11" dude.
So Brian gonna come over for a minute.
Your turn. All right, what we got? We gonna talk hockey?
All right, guys.
Take it easy.
See you next time.
Thank you for coming out.
Anytime.
Be a part of the podcast. You want to say something before you go? Of course you don't.
Bye from the lady on the couch.
The lady on the couch.
Bye from the lady on the couch.
Yeah. Hey, you sound good.
Why, thank you.
Yeah, you got a voice for radio. I'm jealous. And I'm just over here. I sound like I'm in a middle school choir concert. And I'm like announcing everybody. And this is the 7th grade boys choir. Like that. That's what I sound like, man. It sucks.
It's the Jubilee Choir.
Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of Christmas carols. All right. So Fran, let's go ahead and start with why are you mad? Why are you mad, man? Let's talk
Why
about
am
it.
I mad? Lately?
Yeah.
If there was anything that I was mad at, I would probably say cartoons.
Cartoons, like new cartoons, old school
New
cartoons.
cartoons.
Oh,
New cartoons
man.
are not truly old cartoons. Anybody that just stands up in a place and sounds like they're constipated while light shines around them, I'm kind of good.
Yeah, that's a cartoon now.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
lame. It's real lame.
So what do you see? What turned you on to this?
What turned me on to what?
Why are you bringing up cartoons? Something had to have happened.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got a 12-year-old at home. And
Nice.
he sits and he
You're getting
watches.
submerged.
Yeah. He sits and watch some of the cartoons now, even with Japanimation, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's just, it's not like the old school stuff that had plots and it had a good storyline, you know. If
I
there
mean-
was anything, I would say that your Robotex, your Ulysses 31s, your stuff like that, that was Ghost in the Shell, old school Ghost in the Shell, stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
That's
gotcha.
but so if there's anything that I'm mad, bring back the old cartoons.
Yeah.
Bring back the old cartoons.
You know what? But to go back just a little bit. Don't go back too far. But if you go back a little bit, you had classics. Tom and Jerry, classic. You could watch Tom and Jerry all day, every day, and I mean,
Even as an adult.
you know Jerry's getting away every time. He's never getting got.
Yeah.
Right? I'm
With
not
so much
mixing it
stuff
up.
that- what you
Jerry,
know-
Jerry's the mouse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tomcat. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
But even though you know the end of it, it's just like
Roadrunner and Coyote. You know
no,
what's
he's
going to
get-
happen
he's going to get nailed. He's
every
gonna get
single
nailed.
time. Every time, no matter what.
I mean, if I need Wile E. Coyote money, I really do,
Yeah.
because he can order up anything in the catalog.
You
Still don't work.
Wiley
And he'll
Coyote
order
had
like
the
5
original
different things during-
Amazon
during
Prime.
Right.
The original Amazon Prime.
Acme is the original Amazon Prime.
Yes.
Let it be on record.
So go ahead. Hit me up. Go ahead and ask.
So why you mad?
Man, this is why I'm mad, right? Here we are. It's the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, right? I'm going to say this as nicely as I can. Take your goddamn Christmas tree down. Why is your Christmas tree up? Why has it been up for a week? Why are you playing Christmas music in your house? Why you got a Christmas wreath on your door?
Because they don't have Thanksgiving music.
Stop! Thanksgiving is the greatest holiday. Think about it. Thanksgiving, you get your family, you get your friends, you get way too much food. You eat turkey for the next week.
You watch the game.
You watch the games. And that's it. That's the big 4 Fs. You get family, friends, football, and food. Way too much food. And if you're that dude, you get the fogurkey, the fake turkey, the tofu turkey. Get out of here.
No.
What?
I can't relate. I can't relate.
But I got a second reason I'm mad. And
Why you mad for the second time?
Jeezy, I know we've talked about this. Vegan, like I respect, if you're vegan, like I feel you. Like, that's cool. You made a life choice. But stop calling things non-chicken chicken strips. It can't be a chicken strip without chicken. It can't be a hamburger without being a
is so
hamburger.
true.
You can't have beef. Be like an all veggie hamburger. No, it's a veggie burger. Like, call it a veggie burger. I'm cool with that. Stop calling it non-chicken chicken strips though. Don't call it no turkey leg.
And try
Like-
to throw barbecue sauce on it and call it
Man.
great.
Non-pork pulled pork. Stop it. It's not pork. You can't
It's
can't
plant.
do it. You can't do it. Like, if
It's
it's
a
made of
plant.
soybeans, call it pulled soybean. Like, don't call it what it's not. What's crazy is I got a buddy that's vegan, and he talks to me all the time about how meat, you don't know what's in it because it's really not what it says it is. So I'm eating non-chicken chicken strips. But you're calling it chicken strips, it doesn't say what's in it, though. You telling me my chicken, right? You talk about, chickens have steroids and stuff. But are GMOs not steroids for plants? It's all the same thing. Nothing we eat is really that healthy. Don't get on your high horse because you got vegan protein shakes you drink before you get to the... Man, that's powdered kidney beans. Get out of here. You drinking powdered kidney beans. You going to judge me for eating a hamburger? Get out of here. Get out of here. But that's why I'm mad, man. That's why I'm mad. So, Jeezy, you ready to come back?
Jeezy, you ready? Why you mad, son?
He's not ready. So just to touch base real quick, I will not eat tofu. I will not eat your soy burgers. I will not eat your non-chicken chicken strips. Do not offer it to me. I will roast you. I will call you out in front of everybody.
Pun intended.
Yes. Tell him why you mad.
All right, here's why I'm mad, man.
Welcome back. First of all, welcome back.
Here's why I'm mad, yo. Portillo's.
Oh.
Greenwood. Indianapolis. All right. So me and Fran, we found out tonight that Fran's from Calumet. However, he knows a good Polish. He knows a good hot dog. We know about the Village, I think. I mean, he's not a Bears fan, but we'll give him a pass. He knows about the Village Polish. He knows about Armin's. He knows about Portillo's up north. So we all know about that. So if I go to Portillo, I say, hey, I want a chili cheese Polish with fries, it should be no problem.
Yeah, I know what that means.
Just because it's not on the menu for whatever reason, it's not even on the menu, and they have no concept with a chili cheese. We can't make that. Well, first of all, yes, you can because you have the ingredients.
Yeah.
You have a Polish that you sell, and you have chili. Now, have you work out the pricing? I don't care. Yeah. Just work it. Just give me a damn chili cheese Polish.
You know what? I might never go back to Portillo's.
No, I will say this.
Okay.
Portillo's up north. Portillo's right there in Fishers. Never had a disappointing moment. Never had a disappointing.
The one in Greenwood?
No, not Greenwood.
Up north.
Fishers? No, I had it there too. I said, give me a chili Polish. And they're like, I get it on the side. They give me a Polish with the chili on the side. I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Put it on, like, if you get a charge before a side of chili, I understand. But
have you had their Italian beef sandwich?
I keep hearing about it.
It's a problem.
It's a problem.
It is. That's why I'm upset about Portillo's.
It's a problem.
Yes.
Think Generation 2. Think of Generation 2 Lincolns.
Lincolns? Stop. Hold on. But for those who don't know, Lincoln's might be the best sub. Roast beef. I mean, the steel worker on Vienna. I don't know if it was a sub or so you saying it's second generation Lincolns? I'm about to go to Portillo's tomorrow and try the roast beef sandwich.
The Italian beef?
Italian beef sandwich.
Yes, sir.
No.
It's like Lincoln's.
Yes, sir.
That's high. That is high. That is high praise.
Go for it.
Is it on Vienna beef? Is it on Vienna bread or is it on rye? It's on Vienna bread, the long bread?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
No, this is why I will not get
Portillo's, you might get another shot tomorrow, man.
I will not go back for it because check this out. I had the Italian beef. That's the first thing I ever ordered at Portillo's, right? Because the south of Chicago and Fountain Square closed down, so I didn't have an Italian beef place. So I went to Portillo's, right? I ordered the Italian beef. What comes on an Italian beef? Somebody?
I mean, it all depends. I mean, if you're not a pepper guy, you probably have to look into just keeping it like with banana pepper, something soft.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But if you're not a pepper guy, you got to ask for no peppers or different peppers, right?
Well, yeah.
It has to be dipped well.
Has to be dipped. You got to get it dipped.
Oh, talking about the little sauce.
Yeah.
It has to be dipped.
Yeah. The au jus.
See, You said Lincoln's,
But
man.
what else is on it? What else is on it?
Second generations. Because we had a
It
discussion.
had cheese on it, right?
It would have cheese on it. but
It should have cheese on it. Why did I have no cheese, no peppers? I just ordered a straight up Italian beef. And I go back up, I say, yo, I don't have peppers, I don't have cheese. They say, oh, you got to ask for that. That's extra.
At Portillo's?
Yeah.
In Greenwood?
In Greenwood?
No, this was the one in Avon. This is the one
There's a
in
Portillo's
Avon.
in Avon?
Yeah.
So basically, what y'all telling me is every side of town except the east side got a. Wait a minute.
Yes, sir.
Wait a minute. So the north side got a Portillo's, the west side got a Portillo's, Greenwood got a Portillo's on the south side, but the damn east side, we can't get a Portillo's, dog.
Nah.
What does that say, man? I mean,
Portillo's not
what is
free,
that?
Oh, it says a lot.
It says a lot. Wait a minute. So you come down, you go to three sides of the town, of the city, but there's a whole other side of the city that you just was like, no, what, we cool.
The majority of them may he from the region.
Lives, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, that's why I'm mad. Hold on. So I gotta Harold.
Hold on. Let's get it right. Why you mad?
Why I'm mad. Portillo's, again. There's three parts to this city. There's four parts. There's a north side, there's a south side, a west side, and the east side. Okay? We get Avon, nice area. We'll put it out there, I get it. Greenwood, nice area. You want to put it out there, that's cool. Fisher's, nice area. But Lawrence is just as nice.
Well, actually,
Lawrence is, people sleep on Lawrence.
Well,
Cumberland, where I live at, is nice. Like, it's straight. I mean, you got that Washington Street with all the shops with Foot Locker and all that. I mean, now Washington Square Mall is an abomination.
yes.
You know, that.
Yes.
But there's room on the east side for stuff, dog. I mean, we're not actually to go to Sherman Avenue. You know what I mean? We're not actually to go over there, but I mean, you can go far east and make some coins.
Go right there off Post.
No, what post? Are we talking about 21st and post? You don't want that.
No, I wouldn't.
Now you talking about like 10th and post?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you talking about like 56 and post? Yeah, you put on 56
and
and
post.
post.
South of there because the one on the north side is actually northeast. It's right off 69. Like it's northeast, so you can't go that far north. You'd be too close. You got to go south. You got to. I want to say Washington and Post, but like 10th and Post. There's spots.
I mean,
there's room.
You could put it on Washington Street, like right there.
Yeah,
off
you could.
Like
you
Washington
could.
and Minhoff, Washington German Church, like out there by the mall, like by the mall. Yeah, mine took a lot of power out of it. Probably so.
Yeah.
Y'all all went dead.
Okay, I got one here. We need our producer, Mike.
Oh,
Mike, the producer.
the anonymous GM.
Get in here. Yeah.
Yeah, probably my headphones. Probably.
Now I'm dead. I'm dead. Technical difficulty. Oh yeah, you suck
back?
a lot of power. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Try different port. Producer Mike, plug that into a different
We
port.
all right. I had to listen. Had to focus on what y'all saying.
No, you.
But we good.
All right,
So
you sure?
yeah, Portillo's.
Check these boys out, man. I can flip one inside out. Like.
I mean, you got some fancy. So yeah, Portillo's is why I'm mad. You know, I mean, a good Polish in this city. Like I don't understand how I want to collab, and what I really want to do is I want to open up a restaurant in the city called The Crib, and it's all the foods from The Crib.
So there was a rumor that's out that I just got wind of not too long ago that on 10th they're actually opening a Village Polish sausage shop.
Get out of here.
On 10th. Hold on for a minute. Let me go and make sure. So
If they beat me, they beat me to the punch because like what I need down here is I need a Jewtown Polish from Maxwell. I need an actual Maxwell Street Polish from the actual Roosevelt Road. I need a Lincoln's. Damn, these headphones is like, holy shit, dog. We need a Lincoln's down here, man. Do you know? I actually called Lincoln's and asked them would they do a franchise. They told me no. I called Lincoln's. I called Miller Pizza. I was like, how much for a franchise? I was almost at the point where I was like, you know what? I will go to like Simply Seafood on Broadway and be like, look, I'll give you $500 if you just give me the manufacturer or where y'all get y'all shrimp from.
Here it is. So, guy from the crib, you know.
From the crib, man.
From the crib.
See,
He says, I'm so excited to announce that we will be able to get village-style Vienna beef hot dogs down here in Indianapolis in less than 2 weeks on December 1st. So y'all need to come out and support, show your love for that individual's name for bringing Vienna beef hot dogs to 8974 East 10th Street in Indianapolis, Indiana.
that's by the crib.
46219. 46219. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same old one from the village in Gary. Now here, are y'all hearing me? No more trips to the home to get the best hot
Dude,
dogs you can get.
dude.
I just put it out there.
They stole my idea, Fron. Like, I'm just, you know what it is? I just don't act on it, man. Because I purposely go home just to get like certain foods that I just get from the crib, man. And I really think that we need to come up with a joint venture, man, and call it the crib. The name of the restaurant is the crib. It's all the food for people from Gary because there's a bunch of us down here.
I think they had one like a few years back, but I don't think it really got off the ground. It was like off of 86 and Michigan.
Somebody told me about the Lincolns.
Yeah.
Somebody.
Not the Lincolns, but it was under a different name or whatever.
But it wasn't Lincoln. But my guy told me, he's like, dude, they got the Lincoln subs at the spot off 82nd in Michigan where that little building was at, where the little Mexican restaurant is at now. My guy told me.
I don't think it got off the ground.
He don't got off the ground because I went there as soon as I found out. I went there and it was closed.
Yeah. It didn't last too long. Maybe 8 months
Man.
at best.
We need the Broadway shrimp, the Simply shrimp, which people don't understand. I've been a lot of places and nobody, I don't care if you down fresh off the bayou, got them jumbo shrimps, the prawn with the mild sauce.
What about the tacos off Fifth?
Come on, man. Come on, dog.
They don't understand.
All-
They don't understand.
We just need a restaurant with like 6 items on the menu. We just need 6 items. The Fifth Avenue tacos.
They would shut everything down.
We need
I called it.
we need the Bob shrimp or the Simply shrimp. We need Lincoln's, the Steelworker. We don't need the whole menu. We just need the Steelworker on Vienna or rye, however you get it.
The Italian beef.
The Italian beef is money, and Armin's, the Polish place, which the village is coming. Like, because people understand when you smell the relish with the onions.
That's a problem.
It's
It's a problem.
yeah. They finna get all my money.
All of it.
They finna get all my money at least for the first month.
My trainer is going to be so happy.
Because I mean that's like right up the street.
I don't understand. Why is it that you're gaining like 2 pounds every time, 6 pounds every time I see you?
The village opened up. The village Polish is
That part.
yeah. They opened up. So I mean we got some good. I mean Indianapolis finally get some food. Because I think that's the biggest problem with Indianapolis. If you ask, what's the signature food here? The first thing people say is, well, that damn pork tenderloin. And that shit is trash, dude.
Hot garbage.
It's trash, man. Let's be honest, man. That shit is trash. Or they say St. Elmo's, but everybody got that money for that cocktail sauce.
The Navy bean soup is off the hook.
Yeah, I mean, but when you think about up north, we got pizza, shrimp. I mean, we got so much food. Like even you been to Harold's, the Harold's chicken down here?
I've heard about it over in Broad Ripple, right?
Nah, man. There used to be one on 10th I used to go to all the time. They closed down, but now they open on 38th Street by Lafayette Square Mall. But they open on odd hours, though. It used to be one on the east side.
Really?
Right there off 46.
They made it to the east side.
Yeah.
Stomp,
But they closed. They closed. It was 46 in Shaylin.
Hint, hint. Stop, wink.
That's right by the crib. But that was kind of, it was kind of like a rough spot to be in.
Papa Rue's couldn't make it on the east side.
The east side don't get no love, man. That's why I'm mad. The east side don't get no love.
None.
The west side can have 5 shootings, and people are like, the east side is bad. Like, dude, the doctor got killed in Eagle Creek. In his house. In the nice part of the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Speedway had a shooting last week.
It sure did.
Last week, Speedway. Nobody talks about that, but soon something happened on Shaylin or Sherman, and everybody, oh, you said bad. Or Hey, I tell somebody, hey, I live on Cumberland, man. That's in Ohio. Like, dude, Indianapolis, man, you can go from one side to the other in like 20 minutes. There's no place you can't get to in this city in a half an hour.
For real.
At rush hour, even at rush hour, you can get anywhere in the city in a half an hour.
Texas, not like Atlanta.
Dude, like not at all. Like Atlanta, you can't go 2 miles. 2 miles take about 2 hours. You go 2 miles in the ATL.
Texas is crazy.
It's ridiculous.
Dallas is crazy. Dallas is just crazy.
I mean,
I am not a
Dallas
fan. I am
also-
not a
yeah,
fan of
that's
Dallas, man.
Okay, so here's the reason why.
Two
So,
big
like,
cities.
I love Dallas.
Like this.
But here's the thing. It's like you got like six different highways, and they're all the same highway. It's 435, I-35. There's a couple of 35s in there.
Okay.
You know, you got a toll. You know, they got their own beltway.
Yeah, I don't like that shit.
Yeah, and it all comes together, and then it spreads out. Then it
How many
comes back
beltways
together.
they got?
Man, about 8.
Damn.
But the thing is, Dallas, the population of Dallas ain't bigger than Indianapolis, though.
True.
To have all that highway and it's like it's only like maybe 2 million, 3 million people maybe in Dallas. Like Houston is big. Houston has a lot of,
I think it's more than that. I think it's more so like towards 5 or 6.
but because it's spread out.
Yeah.
Because you got Plano on all, yeah. Bear down.
Now, this is what blew my mind. So I lived in Houston from, 06 to 09? And what I didn't realize was Houston is the second largest city in population in the United States.
No,
I think it's second or third.
No.
It's up there.
it's up there, but it's not because you got to think the top cities is L.A.,
We'll
Chicago.
get producer Mike, you get on it. Producer Mike is going to
let us
fact
know.
find for us.
Because if I'm not mistaken, I think it's L.A. I think it's New York, Chicago, L.A., Houston, Atlanta are the major cities, are the 5. And then it's like, but what blew my mind is Indianapolis is the second largest Midwestern city.
It is. Houston.
Yeah.
First two.
Chicago's the first.
So New York is 1. This is producer Mike telling me this.
Yeah.
We got L.A. at 2.
No, I said that. Chicago's 3.
Chicago is 3.
Yep.
Houston is 4.
And then Atlanta. Atlanta should be Atlanta, and then like D.C.
Mike, will you check this?
Atlanta's on there like,
No. Atlanta is not on there. Phoenix is 5.
holy shit.
Philly is 6.
Holy shit, I didn't know that.
San Antonio is 7.
I did not know that.
San Diego is 8. Dallas is 9. San Jose is 10.
Whoa, wait a minute. I did not. Where's Atlanta? Proper is not that
Yeah.
big. Okay.
Yeah. So, producer Mike, you get on this. We got other things to do.
Yeah, but like I said, Indianapolis, that what blew my mind is that Indianapolis is the second. When I found out, I was like, wait a minute. Then I thought about it. I was like, okay, well, Detroit don't have that many people anymore. Columbus is number 3. Columbus, Ohio is number 3. They got about 1 million. Say what?
1.9 million people here in Indianapolis.
Producer Mike. Producer McGee.
It's 1.9 million people here in Indy.
Right.
So, I mean, it's like right up under 2.
Right.
So
So-
I can get along with that.
And then Columbus has like, I think Columbus is what, like 800,000?
That's what I got.
List I'm looking at has Columbus at 14 and Indy at 16.
To my Midwestern cities.
No. Period.
Yeah,
Total
so period. So you got to think in the Midwest.
But
Still 2 and 3.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
where Atlanta ranks? 38th in the U.S.
That must be Atlanta proper because I know for a fact that Atlanta has at least like 6 million people.
They're not including Gwinnett County.
Yeah, they're not including Metro Atlanta. They just doing Fulton. They just doing Fulton County, Atlanta.
Oh yeah.
Because Atlanta is humongous, dude. Yeah, they just doing Fulton County,
Yeah.
Atlanta proper, but Metro Atlanta is.
So that's where it ranks from the info that producer Mike is.
Yeah,
providing.
producer Mike, the
Producer Mike is on it tonight. He's providing a lot of good info.
yeah, yeah, but yeah. So I mean, it's crazy when you think
Yeah.
about our city has like no traffic now. And thank God, you know what? Thank God Amazon didn't come here because you know what? That's why I'm mad, man. Real quick, man. Earmuffs. Fuck Amazon, by the way.
Hey, Amazon Prime's the shit. Shout
You know what
out
I mean?
Amazon Prime.
I like Amazon Prime, but you know what? I hate the fact that they use all these small cities and these flower states to get these people hopes up for like jobs and money, only to take their businesses to New York.
City.
To New York City. Like, come on, man.
New York City.
New York City and Washington, D.C. Like,
They
what
went
the
to
fuck
Queens.
is that, man? Like, you get all these, you had Iowa, Indianapolis, all these, like Tulsa, all these cities just basically throwing themselves at you saying, no, we'll give you tax subsidies. We give you all this stuff to come here. And they're like, oh, okay. Just to drive the price up for New York City.
Hold on. They do real quick, Bougie. We got to get a good intro for you. Hold on.
Yeah,
But
yeah, sit over here so I can slide this back and forth.
Yeah, it's not like Amazon's not here. It's
No.
just their headquarters
That-
is not here.
but do you know?
We
now,
get a
real
lot
quick-
of Amazon business.
Now,
though.
real
We
quick.
are a hub for Amazon.
I will say this. I will say
are a
this.
hub.
I'm kind of the other reason why I'm glad it didn't come because I mean, for one, if you're a homeowner, you want them to come because I mean the price of the houses is going to skyrocket. But at the same time, you would never be able to move out of your house. At the same time, because you would have it would be so much money that you will sell your house, but all the money you get for your equity would go to buy the next house.
Yeah.
Because all the
Yup.
property would shoot up like through the nose.
Yeah.
So unless you
On
trying
the
to
north side.
no, it was gonna be downtown.
In downtown. It ain't going to be on the east side.
Dude, but even the east side properties is like starting to kind of get a little higher and higher, you know, a little bit.
I agree.
Yeah, so if Amazon would have came here, those houses in Fountain Square that was like 600,000, yeah, they're easily 2.5 million. All of that down is like in the millions. So then, like in the west side, all them houses in Eagle Creek, there's like 200, easy gonna jump to like 4 or 5.
Straight up.
The whole Amazon searching for their
He ain't get an intro.
new headquarters. I was the biggest, baddest, best market research project ever.
I believe
They knew
that.
where they were going the whole time. They just got into everybody, got everybody to give them do all their market research for them. It's
That's
not even a
smart.
conspiracy
That's
theory.
smart.
That's essentially what they
That
did.
is
If you
smart.
pay attention to what they did,
Yup.
and they created the list, and so everybody was giving them, doing all the research for them. And you know, the Amazon, the Arrow, everything from A to Z. Now they know what to push now.
Where do they rank among companies right now? Are they one?
I know that
Top
their
three,
stock
I-
is right now. Their stock is still going for about 2,000 per
Yeah.
2,000 per share. So yeah, they're big.
Yeah, so you can't. 2,000 per share means like unless you got $100,000 to invest, you wasting your money buying Amazon stock
So they are number 3.
because you can't make no money. You ain't gonna make no
Google,
money,
Apple.
huh?
They are number 3 behind Google and Apple. Producer Mike just told me.
Where's Walmart on that list?
Microsoft is 4.
Who,
Mike
Wal-
only did the top 4. Let me look.
yeah, Walmart's in trouble, man.
Walmart is not top 10.
They're in trouble.
Check this out. Top 10. You got Google, Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Facebook, Visa, AT&T, McDonald's, IBM, and the good old Marlboro Company.
Wait. How is IBM on this list?
Oh, yeah. Dude, they do everything for everybody else on this list.
That's true.
I thought you were talking
That is true. Good job, producer Mike. Yeah, producer Mike is anonymous producer on the sports. This is Sports Talk with Households, by the way. This ain't the heavy hitters, man. The heavy hitters, I think they going on break until I think next week after the holidays. So out of respect for them, I was like, you know what? I'm still doing the show, but it's gonna be Sports Talk with Hot Sauce. With hot sauce, you know what I'm saying? So we kind of got sidetracked. That's what we do. I mean, ain't no real. We talked about the Bears, you know, which I found out. Fran's a Colts fan. Did you? What? So I told him. I said I thought he was from Gary, but then I realized he was from Calumet.
He's been drinking water out the White River.
That's what I said. So Fran. So we got the Hell Connection in the building. I mean, CC, I Am Legend. Yeah. So I mean, once Fran told me that, I said, no, you must be from Whiting. Like, you can't be from Gary.
Actually, it's Mr. Walker. Get it right.
Yeah, so, but I wanted to ask, so now we got some new people in the building. I want to ask y'all real quick. I want to get y'all opinion on the game last night. And do you think the game last night was good or bad for football?
It was good for casual fans. There was no defense. I mean, I kept saying it was a college game. I mean, I was just rooting for the Rams to lose because the Bears have an outside chance of the number 2 seed. So I would just enjoy the entertainment, but there was no defense. There was some great defensive plays in the first half, but that was a college game. That was like Alabama versus Alabama.
No, that was more like Texas Tech versus Oklahoma.
Pop Warner.
That's Big 12 football.
Pop Warner.
So there's one person in here that's real nervous about the game last night. He's a Saints fan, and to see the Saints and the Rams again.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
Him right here?
the Hell Connection. He's a Saints fan,
He's a Saints fan, and he just did the Cam Newton Superman?
right?
Cam Newton.
That's
just recognized men
yeah.
of steel. You understand that?
He's
Let him
a,
know. Come here.
He's a who they. He's a who dat. Who
What? Who that? You already know.
You got
Let the good times roll. What's going down? What it do out there? Health Connection in the building, live and direct. No, never nervous, man. It's just another day at the office. It's called work. You understand that? Killer Man with the ball is the game we playing. Watch what I'm telling you. We already beat the Rams. We demolished the Rams. Hey, oh well. We ain't got to worry about it. It's done and over with. Next. Let's see what the Dirty Bird can do, if anything, with a broken wing.
Ooh.
Because they just got clipped this past week.
Hey, get down.
Two
Shots fired.
Real quick, I'll say this: don't get your hopes up because Thursday night they can easily lose to the Falcons. Like the Saints, because we forget they lost to Tampa.
That's an insult.
Division, but we know divisional games are different. Look, the Saints still got Carolina twice. They got Atlanta twice. Yeah, so it can get ugly. It can get ugly quick. You beware. Are you going to the game? That's a little bullshit. Man. You going to the game? Oh, man, rub it in, dog. Rub it in. That's going to be a good game to go to, too.
On the count of 3, everybody boo. 1, 2, 3, boo.
Boo. I like that bougie boomaye. We might have to keep that in there. We might have to keep that. So we talked about that. We talked about the Bears looking good on defense. I was all in on Trubisky early. I was excited. Then I saw Pat Mahomes and I realized like we passed on Patrick Mahomes.
Wait, y'all traded up.
Y'all
traded the farm to move up.
We traded the farm to move up one pick to get Trubisky. When Patrick Mahomes was just sitting there like, yeah, you can take me at 3, we got to lose nothing. Deshaun Watson was sitting there. I mean, in full disclosure, I ain't gonna say I wanted Pat Mahomes. I wanted Deshaun Watson, which I knew we was not going to take him because the Bears ain't had a black quarterback since Vince Evans. Well, my bad. No, since Slash came. So I was fairly certain that we was not taking Deshaun Watson. However, I was not sure why we took Trubisky. But in fairness,
After 8 starts.
In fairness,
8 games in college.
he's looked okay.
He looks the part.
He looks okay, and I'm willing to give. And Nagy, I trust. Like I solely trust Nagy. Like y'all don't understand how good it feels to have the ball, a 4th and 2 from the 35 and not call it the field goal team under John Fox. That's all we did. Fox was like Mr. Conservative. With Nagy, yeah, we going for it and we running reverse. We gonna run in reverse. We gonna move people out of the pocket. So it feels good to finally have a team, a coach I can believe in. And also, man, the Colts got a coach they can believe in, man. I like what I'm seeing out of Frank Reich. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like the Kings of New York in this joint again, yeah. So I mean, you know, Andrew Luck is throwing the ball downfield. He hasn't been sacked in 5 games. Granted, the 5 opponents was kind of trash, but we won't talk about the schedule. I mean, who cares about the minor stuff? So are the Colts gonna make the playoffs?
The numbers tell the truth still, though.
Are the Colts gonna are they gonna catch Houston?
Yes. Check this out. This week we have a huge game. What's going on over here? We have a huge game. We play the Miami Dolphins. We are at home. I'll be there. They're another 5-win team. We gotta beat them. We're right there in the hunt with them. So we beat them. We're a game ahead of them. We got Baltimore right there with us.
The winnable games.
The Bengals, I want to say, are right there as well. Tennessee was there.
Tennessee is fool's gold.
We solved that problem already. Houston's what, 2 games ahead?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Real quick.
We got this.
Do y'all realize this is a very interesting fact do y'all realize that the Colts and the Bengals are the closest teams that's in the same division but don't play each other? I mean, they're in the closest team as far as mileage and same conference,
but don't play
each other. Yeah. Like, to me, I feel like they need to realign the divisions again.
It's too early to realign again.
Move Cincinnati to the AFC South. Take out Jacksonville, put them in the AFC East. Take the Jets and put them in the AFC. No, how do we have it done?
Florida teams need to be in the AFC South.
East. No, in the East.
Why?
So they'll
Florida
play
in the East.
Yeah, so it'll be Buffalo. It should be Buffalo,
Miami,
the Jets,
New England.
Hold on. Buffalo, New England, the Jets, Jacksonville, Miami. Should be a conference.
It should be 5 teams.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
No, there's 4.
That's 5.
Yeah, there should only be 4.
That's 5. Buffalo.
No.
Buffalo.
There should be 5. There should be 4. I'm sorry.
Right now
should be 4. You said 5.
Right now in the AFC West, the AFC East is Buffalo, New England, the Jets, Miami.
Yes. You want to add a team?
So
how are you going to do that with
32
teams? How are you going to have 5-team divisions?
My bad. So then so basically they need to take the Central and move. They need to move the Bengals to AFC AFC South. So then it'd be the Colts. It should be the Colts. Houston, Cincinnati, and Tennessee. That'll be a good division.
What was that again?
The Colts, Houston, Tennessee, Cincinnati, and then in the East, it should be move New York, move the Jets to the AFC Central, North. Move the Jets to the North. So then it'll be Baltimore. It'll be Cleveland. It'll be Cleveland, Baltimore, New York, and the Steelers. That's 4. Baltimore, Steelers. So they had that metro area. Then in the East, you have Buffalo, New England, Jacksonville, Miami.
But you have Buffalo.
Wait, hold on.
You've already named Buffalo.
No, didn't.
The easiest way to do it is move Colts to the north, move Baltimore to the east, move Miami to the south.
Who was the AFC South? There's no AFC. Oh, to my have. But no,
AFC South is the Colts division.
But what I'm saying is, like,
We're
to
the
me,
only North team
you should have
in the
Cincinnati and Indianapolis should play. But I don't know if they want to split their market up. Maybe that's why they want to split that money for this market. Mm-hmm. But I think the Bengals should be in this division, in the AFC South division with the Colts, and then
Colts should move to the north.
So you saying the Colts should move to the north?
Yes, and move Baltimore to the east, move Miami to the south because they're in the east. That would make the most sense.
So it'd be in the South. It'd be the Texans, Miami, Cincinnati,
Jacksonville, and Tennessee.
Where would the Bengals go?
They would still be in the north. It'd be
you.
the Colts, the Bengals, the Browns, and the Steelers in the north. That'd be a good division. And all
you hear that?
all of those teams travel well.
That would be a good division.
Yeah.
If you did move the
Move
Colts
the Colts to the north, move Miami to the south, move
Baltimore to the east.
to the east because they're East Coast anyways.
Yeah.
For the AFC, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then in the East you get Buffalo, New York, Baltimore, New
Ooh.
England.
And then New England have a team to play every now and then in Baltimore.
Yeah.
I mean, because right now the AFC East is
A ton of scrubs.
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Dude.
I mean, but let's be fair.
Wait.
Peyton Manning beat up on the AFC South too. They was trash for a long
Man,
time.
yeah, he did.
You know what I mean? So Tom Brady, arguably the two greatest quarterbacks of all time in our generation, had the weakest divisions in football. You know what I mean? You know, the AFC South, which people laughed at when it was a division, has been one of the toughest divisions in football. They have produced 3 Super Bowl contenders. Do you realize that they might be the only division that 4 teams in the past 20 years went to the Super Bowl? AFC South. The Falcons went, Carolina went, Tampa went, and the New Orleans went.
Now,
In the last 20 years. There's no other team in the past 20 years have all 4 of their teams go to the Super Bowl. I just figured that out myself. That's
crazy.
that's without producer Mike, because the AFC West hasn't done it. I mean, Seattle. I mean, the 49ers haven't been. The East, the Jets hasn't been. The Central, the Browns obviously haven't been, or Cincinnati. You know what I'm saying? Not in the AFC North. So yeah, the South, the NFC South is the only team, and they won. What, one? They won the Saints. The only one that won. Carolina lost. The Falcons lost. And no, Tampa won. Tampa won with Gruden.
Tampa should have lost.
No, they beat the brakes off the Raiders.
Tampa played Washington, right?
No, they beat the Raiders. It beat the.
Oh yeah.
That was Tony Dungy's.
Who played Washington?
What year was this?
Oh, Houston. Houston played Washington. That's right.
When?
This past week.
Oh, we were talking about the Super Bowl.
Oh, my bad.
All right, man. Shout out to Alex Smith, man. That injury
Man.
was.
You know what? He's making $40 million this year. I think he's gonna be all right. I think he's all right.
Yeah. Man, when he rolled over, you saw that mug dangling. I was like, he done.
Hey, for $40 million, I'd let all of you guys snap my leg. $40 million?
You know what? Speaking of which,
I can sit on it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit it on the table.
Speaking of which, there was a guy. Let's see, 2 weeks before. I keep forgetting. Tore up his arm. Tore up his forearm.
What?
Who was that? What game was that?
In the NFL?
NFL, yeah.
Tore his arm up?
Yeah, his arm was dangling like yada yada.
Oh, yeah, no. Wasn't the Steelers guy was going to try to break his fall?
I did not see that.
Yeah.
I didn't see that.
They were comparing it to Dyson.
Holy smokes! I didn't see that at all. And I'm not. I know Casey Cyril. I know the Health Connection will look it up because he liked that gruesome stuff. There is no way.
Yeah, it was nasty.
Yeah,
I was
because
trying to figure out, have anybody heard about anything?
no, the NFL is the only sport where it's like somebody get hurt and they're like, call him on the field, next play, yada yada yada. We keep it moving. Dude can be on the ground shaking from a concussion. It's like yada yada. Let's keep it moving. You had like nine selections on this thing.
Here's my thought.
Okay.
Switch gears over to college ball.
Okay.
The Michigan and Indiana game. You think your boy that they stopped the game for about 20 minutes or so?
that's bullshit.
Was that just protocol or was?
What happened?
I mean,
I don't know what happened in the game.
guy from Indiana came and they targeted it and hit him right up under the chin.
Knocked him out?
Popped his neck back. He got rebooted, you know. And Tebow. Yeah, he got knocked down. He got knocked clean down.
What?
Knocked down.
Did he come back in the game?
No.
Oh, they just rid him off the field and kept playing? Yeah, but we don't want to play college athletes. No, I bet you the education to pay for that. Those lifelong lingering head injuries. Yeah, I'm sure my education will pay for that, for those bills. You know, we need to do a show about that. This is a dirty little secret of the NCAA. Like, how many players that we don't talk about who got ACL tears and like those are like lifelong injuries. And if you don't have pre-existing conditions, like you cannot get health insurance.
No.
from college football. You cannot get health insurance for that.
So real quick, I want to talk on this real quick because I had a buddy speak on this not too long ago, talking about what you do in your free time. So I think everybody here knows I brag about it a little bit. I do play rec league softball, and I'm very proud of it. I hit dingers. I gun people
My
down.
name is Little Joe, and I hit dingers.
But so for real,
Remember
man,
the Little League
I
World
hit
Series?
dingers.
I'm still waiting for my invite, but go ahead.
So he was talking about how you can, in your free time, you can do something that has effect on your real life stuff. Like you could go play rec league softball, try to run it out to first, pull an ACL. That shit fucks with your day job. Yes. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
For real.
That's why I hope to this day.
That's college sports. Like you're working towards a career in professional sports.
70 positions.
And you do something, you're putting yourself out there, and one day it's over. Like you come down wrong, now you're selling insurance and
but see, one thing about
Tappahannock,
but
Virginia.
the thing is like, if you get injured in college, those injuries are like, if you get pins and screws, at some point, because they're only like 20 years, 18, 19, 20 years old.
Yeah.
So in 10 years, you got to have those screws replaced.
Yeah.
But your health insurance won't cover that because it's a pre-existing condition in most cases. It won't cover it.
Who should it fall on?
It should fall on the universities.
I agree.
To me, one of the things they don't want to pay player. One thing you can do is you can offer them lifetime health insurance.
But the segue is that, hey, you get a great education.
You get
an education. Once you get an education, go out there and do something. Now, if it was just Joe Blow off the street, you know what I mean, trying to make it, trying to go and do some things, walking in from out there, you know, and he's not necessarily the most astute person
Right.
on the face of the planet, then maybe things would change to keep him from being a garbage man or a janitor.
Well, garbage man, they make pretty good money. But the thing that I'm saying is like, these guys, which I applaud Kentucky men's basketball, where people talk about the one and done, they offer those guys lifetime scholarships. So regardless, if you get a scholarship from Kentucky, it's guaranteed for life. As long as you're able to, you can go to the NBA. You don't make it, if it take you 20 years to finish your degree, you go to school for free, no matter what. Which is a cool.
How it is?
Yeah, at Kentucky, at Kentucky.
That's how it should be everywhere.
But also at the same time, to me, there needs to be a degree in athletics. And what I mean by a degree in athletics, if you go into school and you want to be a professional athlete, if that's your goal, then you should have a curriculum based off business, money management, marketing, finance. Like that should be a curriculum put in place to say, okay, these are the things that you're going to come into. Psychology, like all these different things should be put in place to say, okay, these are the areas in which your field that you need to be aware of, because you got to know how to manage your money. You got to know how to balance a checkbook. You got to know how to invest your money. You got to have some type of finance. You got to know about, business, like who can you trust or operating a business, because you are a corporation. So you need to know all those things. So I think there should be a degree specialized for these athletes, just for that, and then you'll get a more return on your investment. So if you don't make it to the pros, you still have a background in business, and you can still operate a business. And then some of that money that you can make from college off your likeness, because let's be honest, if you're a baller at Ohio State and you stay in Columbus, you can write your own ticket. Even if you like the third string dude, people know who you are, so you can pretty much write your own ticket in those little school communities. You know what I'm saying? You don't necessarily go pro, but you can live a pretty good life. Like you say, selling insurance or selling cars or whatever the case. There's somebody who's always going to know who you are in that area. Like Scooney Penn.
Friends of the program.
They always going to look out for you. So Scooney Penn, even though he never sniffed the NBA, I'm pretty sure he's living in Columbus having a good life. And most of y'all don't know who Scooney Penn is. But he went to Ohio State. Maybe he played with Michael Redd. He was there with Michael Redd and all them guys. But I mean, yeah, so, Allen Henderson could go down to Bloomington and have not that he needs it, but he can live in Bloomington and have a good life living around Bloomington, Indiana, because he will always be Allen Henderson.
I ran into Lindemann down there.
Who?
Lindemann. Who was that? He played during that era. I was like, oh, well, of course I recognize it. There's a 6'11" dude sitting across from him. Like, I know you. Dad, look up Lindemann. Was he a baller? Yeah, he was a baller for IU. I don't even think he had a cup of coffee in the league, but he was there, and it was like kissing the pinky ring, and we was in the same room with Mark Cuban.
I know Mark Cuban went to IU.
That's my dude.
So you know, Cube's friend of the program. I mean, they take. I mean, you know. Did y'all remember this? Do y'all remember the story about Greg Anthony at UNLV? Had a T-shirt business, and he was making so much money. The NCAA told him, either you stop selling T-shirts or you give up your scholarship. He was like, "Well, y'all can have the scholarship." You never heard of? Yeah, he had a T-shirt business, man. This dude was making bank at UNLV selling T-shirts. Or the kicker. Remember the kicker that had the YouTube page? He was making money off YouTube. Yeah, I think he played for UC. He played for UCF, didn't he?
And they stepped in on him.
Yeah, because YouTube was paying him money.
So
Wow.
real quick. Now that we're kind of on the topic, so there is a girl. She was a Division I or Division II school, maybe in New York. She her parents found out she had a girlfriend. Right? She's on a track scholarship. And it started with a C. I don't remember the name of the school. Her parents disowned her, cut her off completely because she had a girlfriend. They gave her an ultimatum: move home and get therapy to fix your gay.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Or you're cut off. You're no longer part of the family. She said, "Fuck y'all." Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
This is me. Deal with it or don't. Right?
We saw that train coming.
Her friend started a GoFundMe. Right? $5,000 just to get like room and board, just to get her through, right?
She probably got a couple hundred
NCAA
thousand.
stepped in and said, you can't accept any of this money, right? The college went to bat for her. Their lawyers went to bat for her and said, yeah. And I know the college has a vested interest. They want that.
Yeah.
They want that money, right? They want that money. So they went to bat for her, fought the NCAA. The NCAA came back and said, yeah, take it, all the money, because they ended up clearing like $60,000, I think.
Yeah.
She got all the money. She pays all her bills now. That's dope. I think you should be able to accept money.
Yeah.
As long as it's fundraiser money.
Dude.
In some way, that kind of way.
Do you
your
know?
personal business.
Do you know?
Although I realize.
Do you know?
It needs to be highly monitored.
Do you
I feel
know?
like, because that's how you end up with Zion at Louisiana Tech, right?
Why was he?
We had a GoFundMe for $8 million to bring Zion to Louisiana Tech. So it needs to be monitored. It needs to be monitored.
But the thing is, like, this case, I'm interested to see where this case
NCAA
goes
is a
now,
fucked up
because
thing anyways.
with her winning her case, who's the next guy to be like, you know what, I'm starting to GoFundMe. Like you said, Zion, you know what I mean?
Zion will be like, man, I'm gay as shit. Send me that $8 million.
Yeah, it's fundraiser money. So if I can put my likeness and be like, yeah, man, you know, I'm a college athlete, I can't eat, you know.
Yeah.
Jokers will donate, but at the same time, let's be fair. Like I'm pretty sure. I'm just gonna guess. This is gonna be an episode of Guess the Race. I'm pretty sure that she was blonde and had blue eyes.
She was blonde. I don't know about her eyes though.
Yeah, I'm for sure because
I mean, if she switches teams, like
let's
like,
be only a certain
like,
demo
give
can
your boy
get,
a holler, like.
can get that kind of money, yo. Because And if she was brunette, she still probably won't get that kind of cash, yo.
But still, no. The LGBTQ, and there's a new letter now. I forget the new letter. Is it A?
No, these
or
motherfuckers.
LGBTQ.
Every time I turn around, it's something new, dog.
There's another letter now, but that community is so strong.
So strong.
And
we're talking about there are like only like less than. The LGBTQ is like less than 1% of the population on this.
But the support
less than 1%.
The
Can
support,
you imagine?
Reaches probably 30%.
Can you imagine? Let's say we take this room. There's about 20. We say 20. I'll say 20 people in here right now, and we're all pretty comfortable as far as like the temperature. That's like saying one person like, you know what? I'm kind of cold. Can we get the heat up? And one person make the decision for all of this whole room. So now we got to sweat because that one person was cold. That's what the LGBTQ community is.
Well,
like
there's 20 people in here. That one person would represent 5% of.
Yeah, so
that's 5 times stronger
so that means
than the LGBT.
That means his lower half of his body is cold. Like Like his legs are cold because he wore short. His feet are cold because he wore flip flops in the winter.
Yeah. But no, they're not.
And
making
we make a decision. But no, but that's essentially what the bathroom stuff was. Is like that small community but they banded together, and they get these laws passed, and it affects the masses. But it's like less than like 1%.
Yeah.
Which is insane. It's insane. Like less than 1% of the population. You know what I mean? But anyway, I don't want to get banned. The first episode of Hot Sauce in a while get cut off because LGBTQ ESPN wrote a letter. And just so you know, if you write your letter, they'll come to me anyway because I own the emails too. So it don't matter. You can keep your shit. Say what you want. But yeah, we've been going strong. Been going strong for a minute.
So real quick, just to give a shout out, I do want to give names on this. So Emily Scheck is the young lady's name, and she went to Canisius College in New York.
Canisius.
Canisius.
No, I know it's Canisius because I was recruited by them.
Canisius.
Yeah, I was recruited by Canisius.
That sounds better than Canisius.
Yeah, Canisius.
I'd call it Canisius too.
Yeah, the only reason why I know that because I was recruited by them. I had a lot of schools in New York recruit me for basketball.
So shout out to her. Shout out to the school for supporting her.
Yeah.
I mean, and shame on the family.
Shame.
That is your blood. Like, don't.
You remember when shame on you used to be I mean, shame. When somebody say shame on you, that used to mean something. So you know what? That's gonna be the new sports talk with House Sauce. We're gonna have a segment called "Shame on You."
Shame on you.
Shame on you. You know
That's
what I mean?
my shame on you.
You know, that's gonna be a new segment. It's gonna be called "Shame on You." When you do something bad, it's shame on you for doing that. You know, we don't talk politics. We don't talk religion on this show. Matter of fact, that's my new resolution for 2019. Is I'm not gonna discuss nobody's politics, and I'm not discussing religion with anybody. I'm done. I'm going back to the 50s and 60s where it was known you don't discuss your religion or your politics. That's your business. Who you voted for is your business. Who you pray to at night or during the day or in the morning is your business. Ain't got no business of mine. You know?
Well, since we're not talking about it, can I just say Christianity is probably one of the best business models ever?
Of course.
I'm going to throw that out there.
Yeah, but again, it ain't 2019, but I won't discuss it. I'm just going to leave it alone. No, I'm not doing religion. However, I will discuss the conspiracies. I got a question real quick. For everybody, we'll go around the room, and I won't get my answer last. Everybody here has seen Karate Kid, right?
Yes.
The original, with Danielson and all that. Yeah. What color was his headband? We'll start with Lil Bougie.
Black or navy blue.
Okay, you said black or navy blue. What do you remember?
It all depends. I mean,
the one in the fight, the big fight at the end. What do you remember?
It was white.
I
white
and red.
Yeah. So basically, Lil Bougie is the only one from this current timeline because I'm like you guys. I remember it being white and red. Do you know what color it is? It is white and black.
Black?
Yeah. Which I was like I was like, yo, wait a minute. I remember white and red because the sun. It was like the Japan, the sun. Yeah, but you remember it being white and black, which is correct. What it is now, we remember it being white and red. Yeah, I remember it being red, but look at the red one. I remember being red. That's called a Mandela effect, fellas. Yeah, I know now it is, but we remember it being white and red. Look up Mandela effect, and it's a different color. Mandela effect. It'll blow your mind. I told Jeezy would do conspiracies on you on a minute. So I remember that. Like, another one came to my mind is when I was growing up, I remember the dollar sign. When you make a dollar sign, how many slashes you put in there? 2. Yeah, it never been 2. It's always been 1. But you like me, I remember being 2.
No, it was both. Some typewriters have
nope. Look it up. It has never. Listen. Look it up. I can go to the Google machine right now. It's always been 1.
The internet is being edited.
It's always been. I remember being 2. The two lines through. Yeah. Yep. But it's always been 1.
And actually, I mean, I guess it's just a timing thing because back in the day, even when you saw your cartoons,
yeah, the two sides to it. But now it has any cartoon you watch has always had 1, which is. Yeah. All we got 1.
No, they both. I've always remembered both.
I remember both.
It's both.
I remember one. I remember being both.
It's both, man.
The Mandela effects, man.
It's both.
You know.
It's more
Well,
like
I like to-
how fine tuned is your typewriter?
Well, and also, last one from the conspiracy segment. When Lincoln got assassinated, how many people was in the car? I mean, I'm sorry. When
Oh,
Kennedy
we talked about this.
when Kennedy,
There were 4. We know this now thanks to you.
yeah, it's 4.
I always thought 3. The driver,
Yeah,
his wife, and him.
Yeah,
But there's a dude up front.
Yeah.
There's another dude up front.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All y'all,
Well, there were
all y'all is wrong. There were 6 people in the car.
Man.
They said outside.
I said 6.
It was the driver, the passenger. There was another row in the middle that had the governor and his wife, and then then Kennedy and his wife in the back seat.
Man.
Which I have no.
Ain't nobody care about the middle row.
Dude, when I saw that, I was like, wait a minute. I saw the Magruder film. I remember. I thought the driver, the passenger, shot Kennedy just because he had. I remember all of that kind of stuff, and yeah, it changed. So yeah,
Wow.
yeah, blew your mind on it.
Holy hell. It was 6.
I don't remember that.
That ain't a real car, man. That's
So
a-
basically, you are the only one from this timeline that's present. Everybody else over here, we're from a different timeline than you. Like your history is different from ours. Let me ask y'all a question because I know the sports talk. Do y'all ever hear a stat of a game and you like, wait a minute, how is that even true? Like there are some stats that they'll quote off like he's the first guy in the past 20 years to do blah 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 blah. You're like, wait a minute, I could have sworn I watched the game where Jordan did this. Or I watched the game where somebody did this. I'm like, how was he the first one? And I'm like, is this a situation where like even our history that I remember vividly, like
Are we having multiverse talk?
I remember growing up in Gary. I remember there was a game where the Bulls played the Bears in like a charity game. I can remember this vividly in my mind, where Walter Payton and Michael Jordan. I remember this vividly in my head. It never happened. Like I don't know why I have this memory of the Bulls playing like the Bears in like a charity event. I remember this vividly. It never happened. It never happened. I'm like, dude, I know in my mind. I can remember it being on NBC, the highlights, whatever. It was something about Jordan playing against Walter Payton and all that kind of stuff. I remember that.
What sport?
Basketball. It was a charity basketball game. And it never happened. Never happened. It's crazy, man. We can all remember Sinbad playing the genie in the movie, can't we?
Oh yeah, Sinbad was definitely the genie.
Genie in Shazam. We all remember that. And it never happened.
Oh, it did.
No, Kazam was Shaq. Kazam was Shaq. Shazam was what's his name? And it never happened.
What was his name?
Sinbad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it vividly. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
Never happened, dude.
It did. Those were VHS tapes.
So all I'll say is this. What I tell everybody, I am nothing more than an NPC. You know what that is? Does anybody know what an NPC is? I am a non-playable character.
Oh yeah.
That's what I am, yo. The same way when you play Grand Theft Auto, those guys like just walking through the neighborhood, like that's us. We just milling around, not affected. Like we're not a part of the game. We just here. I'm a non-playable character, dog. Cause shit's changing. I have no idea, no memory. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up.
Shout out Westworld.
Shout out to Westworld. This is a great movie, by the way. Great TV show.
Yes.
The original?
No, this new one.
Have you seen the new one? I know you're going back. The new one is crazy, man. It's crazy, dog. Like, it's strange. But we're going to go ahead and wrap it up, man. This has been Sports Talk with hot sauce.
With hot sauce.
For CC,
I am legend.
I am Legend Fron, The Hell Connection, and Lil Bougie. I am LGZ, and we up out this piece.